in this century. This seems a little dramatic. 1999 is when Byron won its state championship prior to tonight, and then for Tolono Unity, they come up a little bit short again. So all sorts of drama, but in the end, Byron was just dominant.
Well, Jeff Boyer's team executed in all phases of the game. There's no doubt they came out offensively with some misdirection. They punch with a fullback. They run that system to a T. They mixed in a little bit of wishbone, which was a little wrinkle. They mixed in a little bit of option. So anytime you have that much preparation for a defense to have to prepare for, you're really putting the defense back on their heels. As you see, the congratulations all around the Byron sideline.
You know, the only thing that's going to be disappointing for Byron is they do not have a long bus ride home to enjoy all this. It will be a great celebration and a short trip. They'll get back into their high school and they will celebrate, and they'll have that state championship trophy right there that they can proudly display to go along with the one from 1999. So, you know, I know, Mark, you're a Hall of Fame coach. And we'll get to that in a moment as we take a look at the numbers of this game. Huge imbalance here on the right side of your screen.
Well, there's no doubt that shows the domination in almost every facet. Those numbers don't lie. 21 first downs because of their ability to convert 9 out of 13 on third down conversions. And you look at that time of possession. Control the clock, play 48 minutes. Out of 48 minutes, they controlled it 31 and a half and 63 passing yards. Yep, Byron, if they get one on the board with that, the Paul Skill touchdown pass, but 373 rush yards. You do that, you're going to get the job done, holding Tolono Unity to just 199 yards of total offense and not able to convert a third down.
You know, Mark, I was going to ask you, you're a Hall of Fame coach. You've won a couple of state championships. It feels good for you, but can you explain what it means to you when your players get to experience that?
Well, there's no better feeling. The euphoric feeling you feel when you see your players out on a pile, jumping up and down, celebrating with each other, a culmination of, you know, the work that goes on. In this day and age in high school athletics, 12 months a year is what these student athletes work at. And to bring things together, culminating in a championship, is almost undescribable. And that's the way every state championship coach describes it. I'm just at a loss for words, and usually that's the only time coaches are lost for words is in a state championship celebration.
It's a quiet field for now here at Husky Stadium. That's because folks are getting set for the 4A championship ball game. That will be Joliet Catholic Academy, unbeaten on the season. They'll take on Sacred Heart-Griffin. The Cyclones, just one loss in the year, 19 state championships combined in those two schools' history. We've got that and more coming up next here on your IHSA TV network broadcast.
It's here, the Menards Black Friday sale. Hurry in for best selection. Prices good through December 5th. Protect guns, ammo, and other valuable items in this secure 30-gun fire safe. Get it for $499 after rebate. This large 12-quart air fryer has 7 cooking options. The perfect gift for your favorite foodie, just $79.99. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in-store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
We know it's difficult to decide where to invest first each year, but your farm and family depend on it. We want you to have your most successful season yet, and that's why we've cataloged over 12 million corn plants and 20,000 germinating seeds. Whether you're just beginning to monitor equipment performance or fine-tuning your equipment, our dealers are here to help. This is your year to know that you're doing the best you possibly can for your farm and your family.
There's more here than meets the eye. Corn is in the food that nourishes us. It's in the medicine and vitamins and other products that sustain us. It's in the daily essentials that help us navigate and create in the world. It's renewable and sustainable, better for our world and our future. Corn is all this and more. And the best part? It's homegrown by local farm families, right here in Illinois.
At Illinois State University, our legacy is one of preparing students to create, to explore, to lead, to make an impact. Our students graduate on time, find success in their field, and make a difference in the world. That's our legacy. What will yours be? Create your legacy at Illinois State University.
Welcome to Illinois State University, and thank you for joining us on a quick tour of the quad. As we climb the stairs towards Milner Plaza, you will start to see Milner Library to the left. The library provides millions of resources to help students succeed in the classroom. On top of that, the library in Health Promotion and Wellness hosts Positively Stress-Free, where students can interact with therapy dogs and de-stress. As we make our way across the bridge towards our quad, you will notice that there's lots of trees. Our quad is actually a registered arboretum, officially known as the Fell Arboretum, named after our university's founder, Jesse Fell. In nice weather, you will find students in hammocks, playing sports, and hanging out on the quad. Thelmley, Julian, and Moulton Halls, along with the state-of-the-art science laboratory building, make up our science corner of campus. Hubby Hall is home to many university offices, including the Office of Admissions, Financial Aid, the Graduate School, and the President's Office. Old Union was the original student union before the Bone Student Center was built. It is now home to the School of Information Technology. Fun fact about Williams Hall, it was the first library prior to the construction of Milner Library and is rumored to be haunted by Ange Milner, the first university librarian. This is the Arts Corner of campus, home to the Won-Soo Kim College of Fine Arts. The beautiful glass building to the left is the Center for the Performing Arts, and this round building to the right is the Center for the Visual Arts. Right here, we have the State Farm Hall of Business. Many of the classrooms have a U-shaped setup or a conference room setup so that students can learn in the environment that they will be working in. McCormick Hall is home to the School of Kinesiology and Recreation and is attached to our Student Fitness Center. Fell Hall is home to the School of Communication, which houses TV10 and WZND, our student-run television and radio stations. DeGarmo is home to our nationally recognized College of Education. 1 in 7 public school teachers in the state of Illinois graduated from Illinois State University. Cook Hall is the oldest building on campus and the original gymnasium. It now holds the School of Music, and the Big Red Marching Machine can be found warming up outside on game days. Edwards Hall is home to the Mennonite College of Nursing, which just celebrated 100 years in 2019. Schrader Hall hosts many of our general education courses, and our average class size is 31 students. We are so proud to be able to support small class sizes. And we're back to where we started, at the recently renovated Bone Student Center. Thank you for joining us on this quick tour of the quad. Go Birds!
I've grown up just loving art. I pull inspiration from my family, and it's always been a part of who I am.
The work I do is very minimalistic, and I try to surround myself around the things that I think are beautiful.
In everything I design, I want to make it feel like home, look like home, and be an efficient use of space. Creativity is a way of life for me. Every time I start a job with someone, I tell them that they're going to be surprised at the end.
Menards is the box of puzzle pieces. When I get there and I'm working on a project, all the pieces of the puzzle come together with all the materials that are there.
There's pretty much inspiration in every aisle. We've been going there so often that it's built a relationship that I know when I go in there, I'm going to get smiles from people.
I started going to Menards as a kid with my dad while he was picking up materials for his jobs. I feel like Menards is on the same page with the family values that I embody.
It didn't matter what I was creating. Menards has been there through all my transitions in life. I think for a long time I was doing what I was expected to do. And then it wasn't until I got older that I started to do what I wanted to do. Every day I show up and give it my best because I have to. I owe that to myself.
My whole life, people told me I wouldn't be able to do and create as a career, and I never believed them. That gave me strength to go forward. Building is a way of life for me. It's who I am, it's what I am, it's how I express myself.
To me, being a maker means an opportunity to build the way you want to build, building with heart. I try my best to do something you don't see every day.
My kids always feel a part of every project we do. It's very important to us that they see how our hands created something and the value of hard work.
It's not just about creating stunning spaces. I'm transforming the lives of the people who live in those spaces.
That's what it's all about, really, is being able to take a chunk of wood and transform it into a piece that is going to be appreciated by somebody. It's something that was built out of love.
There's no better feeling than taking a sketch drawn on a napkin and with a lot of design, man hours, materials, turning that into a building that people love.
At the end of the day, when I look at a project, I feel like that I made a difference. There's a beauty in that.
It starts from the moment you enter the court. We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official when I was a senior in high school, 17 years old. I think it's the best decision I've made. You could play, and you could make extra money on the weekends on the side, and why not?
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and young athletes who can translate those skills to officiating.
So much of officiating is not necessarily what you do on the court. It's how you conduct business off the court as well. Being an official, sure, it's not easy.
And if it wasn't for those difficulties, I don't think I would be where I'm at, because it helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
And once again, welcome back to Husky Stadium here on the campus of Northern Illinois University in DeKalb, Illinois. A little bit of chilly now as we, of course, get into the evening hours, but the action on the field has been hot all day long since 10 o'clock this morning. Of course, the action speaks for itself. These teams have worked so hard to get to this point, to get to this level. And when they get here, they want to show that they are, again, a premier program. They are elite athletes, student athletes, and they have shown that today. Win or lose, they're all still champions in my book. Just to get to this point says a lot about their character, says a lot about the coaches' dedication, says a lot about the players and the performance and the pride they have in their programs. Taking a look at our Carrollton Lena Winslow game. Started things off in Class 1A. The Hawks, of course, were in action against a Panther team that was, of course, high-powered in every facet. They were 6th seeded, came in against Carrollton, the Hawks. They were 2nd seeded. It was Lena Winslow coming out on top 38-25, in that Class 1A championship to start the day off at 10 a.m. Now, Nashville and Wilmington. Another great matchup. A number 1 seed taking on a number 6 seed. Class 2A championship. It was Wilmington coming out on top 24-7 in that matchup. Again, at the start, head-to-head battle. Tough, tenacious hitting, but Wilmington a little bit stronger in several different areas. They come out on top 24-7 to take home the state championship. Game you just saw, the Byron Tigers. What can you say about that performance that we just saw just moments ago here on the turf at Northern Illinois University? Every facet, every player, it seemed like everyone contributed in that matchup, in that great victory. And give Unity credit. They stayed in the game. They tried to fight hard, a little bit outmatched in several key areas, but that rushing attack from Byron spoke for itself. And again, 35-7, the Byron Tigers taking home that state championship trophy. It'll be a great offseason, I'm sure, for those young men, reminiscing about their great performance here on the turf at Northern Illinois University. And Sacred Heart-Griffin, of course, that game is coming up, our Class 4A championship battle. 12-1 Sacred Heart-Griffin out of Springfield taking on Joliet Catholic Academy. 13-0 coming in, trying to end what they hope will be a perfect season with a win and taking home a state championship trophy. Now, let's take a look at Saturday's games. And that's right, the games will continue tomorrow. It's 2 great days of action here. It's a holiday weekend. We hope you sit back and enjoy it with us here in DeKalb. And once again, 5A will start things off tomorrow morning. We have Fenwick, of course, number 2 seed, taking on Kankakee, 13-0. Going to be another great matchup. Head-to-head, 2 great programs going all out. The Friars checking in at 11-2. And the K's, a perfect season, can be capped off with a state championship, but it all culminates with getting a win tomorrow morning. If they can do that, it'll be a lot of happy K's fans, of course, across the state. But the Friars will have something to say about that, I'm sure, tomorrow. So we expect another competitive matchup. Now, another matchup that's highly anticipated here. East St. Louis. You know about the program. You've heard all the stories. You've read all the recruiting reports. They're loaded again. Don't let that 11-2 record fool you. They're going to come in here high-powered and ready to go and claim what they think is theirs. That's the attitude that they'll be coming in here with, that they want to take home another state championship. The Flyers are loaded. A lot of college prospects in that starting lineup on both sides of the ball. We'll have more insight on that, of course, tomorrow. But that's going to be another great matchup to check out in that Class 6A championship as they take on Cary Grove. Cary Grove, the Trojans right now, another team to watch. We're going to take that to the 7A championship now. That's a 4 o'clock start here at NIU. St. Rita, 11-2, taking on Wheaton North. That's a number 4 seed at 12-1. Another big matchup. The Falcons, another loaded team to watch. But you know about Chicago St. Rita, the Mustangs come in. Another tough season for them. Well rested. They come in. They will be focused on taking home a state championship. Another tough battle is expected. Of course, in 8A, the big ones. Lockhart, Porter's coming here to take on Park Ridge. Main Salva 12-1. Another great matchup we think on tap. It's a 7 o'clock start in Class 8A. This is where the big boys going to get locked up on the turf. Go at it. We're going to be going for the big prize, and it's going to be a lot of fireworks on the field, we're sure, in that matchup. Going to be interesting to watch the coaching strategies involved and how the players perform playing in the biggest game of their season under the bright lights here at NIU. It's going to be interesting here at Husky Stadium in DeKalb. Once again, I'm Tony Cornish Jr. Stay close. We've got more exciting high school football action headed your way right here on the IHSA Network.
Start your next project at Builders Warehouse. We have over 15 colors of vinyl laminate flooring in stock, starting at $1.85 a square foot. Get it done at Builders Warehouse on Southwest Washington Street, or visit us online at bwpeoria.net.
Your car is more than just transportation. It's a gathering place. Your mobile community. At CEFCU, we get that. So we offer car loans with great rates, flexible terms, and no hidden fees. We work with you to get the loan you need for the vehicle you want, because getting there together is better than going it alone. CEFCU, not a bank, better.
Other dealers tell you why to buy from them. At Bob Grimm Chevrolet, we want our customers, like Brittany, to share the day they experienced the Bob Grimm way.
Best experience I had buying a car, and I will definitely come back in the future.
Make 2021 the year you drive away in a Chevrolet, the Bob Grimm way.
I got something special planned.
I'm finally alone.
The party has arrived. Let's just hope it ain't like the last time we was all out here together. We're all graduating and going on to different colleges.
Why can't we just live in the now?
Because it feels like I'm losing you.
All right, the players are on the field here at Husky Stadium. They're getting ready for the big one, the Class 4A State Championship. A lot of people have been talking about this one, and the guys up in the booth, I'm sure will have a few things to say. Great insight, great analysis, and gentlemen, take it away.
Well, you know, Tony, not only are we ready to talk about it right now, we've been talking about this for about 7 days now, Mark, with Joliet Catholic Academy and Sacred Heart Griffin getting ready to get this one going. There's so many different storylines. We have time to talk, really, because we've had two very quick games here today. How about Wilmington in Class 2A? They won their second state title. They did not throw a pass today. That keeps the clock running. And then Byron just came and just ground some time off the clock. So it gives us a chance here to chat a bit. And Mark, Joliet Catholic Academy and Sacred Heart Griffin, what are your initial thoughts?
Well, you just talk about two storied programs, and prepping for these two teams is so much fun because you see so many great athletes on the field for both teams on both sides of the football. And so I think whoever is able to make some big plays tonight offensively and get some takeaways defensively will ultimately win this 4A state championship.
You know, and that's the thing with these two teams, is they're a team made for big plays. For Joliet Catholic Academy, they will hit it on the ground. They've got Jordan Anderson, who is 6'3", 230 pounds. And then you have Ty Lott on the other side for Sacred Heart Griffin. There you see the Cyclones right there. Ty Lott, big junior quarterback. So I think those two people, and not necessarily the players you're going to see the most of, but they kind of identify their teams with the ground game and the passing game.
Yeah, you know, Anderson, just a bruising type of player, and he can bulldoze you downhill, and Lott can do it with his arm, and he really extends plays with his feet. Watching him on film, Lott, I just cannot believe how good a pocket presence he has, but he can step up in the pocket and throw on the run, not just horizontally, but he can step up vertically into the pocket, throw on the run as well. That puts a lot of stress on the Hilltoppers defense here tonight, and both those players have a pretty good amount of talent surrounding them.
You know, for Joliet Catholic Academy, a lot of folks coming into these playoffs said that this may be the best team anywhere in this class. Now, East St. Louis may have something to say about that tomorrow, along with some other games that we have tomorrow, but that shows how dominant JCA has been this season.
Well, they have, and you know, they have a really fine signal caller in Aiden Voss in their own right, and he's a multi-sport athlete that's probably a Division I baseball player. He runs his football team impeccably well, and his leadership skills will be a great complement to that running game that you talked about. But they have some big guys up front. They're going to run behind and hide behind that Joliet Catholic offensive line. You see them getting the line right there. They got some big boys that can move the pile.
280-pound average across the front line. On the other side, Sacred Heart-Griffin, one loss in the year. It came to Rochester, and then who did they happen to face in the semifinals? Well, father versus son. Derek Leonard, the son for Rochester. Ken Leonard, the head coach, over 400 career wins. It was dad that got the best of son in the semis.
Yeah, that's no fun before Thanksgiving. Those guys having to go against each other, but they've done it before. And great deal of respect, and obviously Ken Leonard, you know, a mentor to his son, and Derek would tell you that Rochester is a storied program in their own right. But we have, I believe, the two best teams in 4A and two of the best teams in all of Illinois, no matter what letter you put by them here in tonight's last ball game, the last championship game of Friday night football.
Boy, those folks you're seeing there have waited a long time to get to this game. The players, how about the announcers, how about the fans? We're all ready to go. Stick around. We've got 4A football action coming up for you in just a bit.
It's here, the Menards Black Friday sale. Hurry in for best selection. Prices good through December 5th. Whether at the job site, the campsite, or at home, get power where you need it with this 4,500-watt generator. On sale for $289.99. This 3-burner flat iron griddle features 520 square inches of cooking space. Get it for only $219.99. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
At Illinois State University, our legacy is one of preparing students to create, to explore, to lead, to make an impact. Our students graduate on time, find success in their field, and make a difference in the world. That's our legacy. What will yours be? Create your legacy at Illinois State University.
There's more here than meets the eye. Corn is in the food that nourishes us. It's in the medicine and vitamins and other products that sustain us. It's in the daily essentials that help us navigate and create in the world. It's renewable and sustainable, better for our world and our future. Corn is all this and more. And the best part? It's homegrown by local farm families, right here in Illinois.
The goal line of Husky Stadium. That's where everybody wants to cross tonight. It's your Class 4A championship. It'll match Sacred Heart-Griffin and Joliet Catholic Academy. And hi again, everybody. I'm Dave Bernhardt along with Mark Lindo, and we come to you in this game with royalty. I mean, high school football royalty. How about Joliet Catholic Academy? 14 state football championships. They finished second 4 times. Sacred Heart-Griffin, 5 state titles with 5 second-place finishes. Let me do the math for you. That's 19 state titles between these two teams. Well, what's it going to be tonight? What's this year's version look like, Mark Lindo?
Well, I think you're going to find two teams that combined, Dave, for 95 points a game. So I'll tell you what, we are going to see some fast-paced action. We're going to see some offensive fireworks. JCA averages 339 yards on the ground. Sacred Heart-Griffin 230 in the air. So the Hilltoppers, they're strong, they're physical, they're big up front. And the Cyclones, they have skill in all phases of the aerial attack. They're as good as it gets in the air. So we're going to see two different ways to get it done. But both of these teams have a great ability to move the football. 95 points, are you kidding me?
Well, one of the reasons they scored 95 points is because they're running back that is headed to the University of Illinois, Jordan Anderson, he is a cut above.
Well, there's no doubt at 6'3", he is a beast. 230 or downhill runner with the football. A great blend of size, strength, and speed. This Illini commit. Dave, he's run for 1,238 yards, 26 touchdowns, and he averages over 10 yards per carry. He can flat out get it done. He's going to be fun to watch tonight.
Well, when you take a look at Sacred Heart-Griffin, it's a team that has done it by way of a spread offense. Something Ken Leonard, he maybe was the pioneer of the spread offense in high school football in Illinois. He always finds somebody at that quarterback spot, and he has found Ty Lott.
Well, he's a good one. I'm looking forward to watching him play tonight. 6'2" All-Stater. He has an incredible touchdown to interception ratio of 42-2. That's just nuts. Strong body, a strong arm. He has 2,992 passing yards, and he can sling it from the pocket or on the run. Going to be a fun guy to watch, but not if you're Joliet Catholic's defense tonight.
You know, I always feel like we get lucky that we have so many intriguing stories that go on among the teams in our matchups. I think we're very lucky that way, but tonight I'm looking, the keys to the game, what are you seeing in this one?
Well, I think you have 3 different keys tonight. One, protect the pocket. Both of these teams have quarterbacks that can deliver the football on time, on target, the receivers. So you will find out tonight who gets the best pass rush. Secondly, explosive opportunities. Who's got the speed? Who's got the skill to get that long TD run? And whose defense will take that 40, 50-yard TD or run and stop it 15, 20 yards short and make the team go the full distance? And then finally, 4-quarter football. You want to be in position the last 12 minutes, because when you're playing for a state title, that's from that football. It's not round. It's got a funny bounces to it. Anything can happen when you're in the game in the 4th quarter.
Okay, so you said speed and skill. Those are variables. Those will be determined during the game. But the one thing that's a constant going into this game is the size. How about the matchup? The offensive line of Joliet Catholic Academy, the defensive line of Sacred Heart-Griffin. Per man, Joliet Catholic Academy outweighs SHG by 85 pounds.
Yeah, so can they get off the football enough to push that Sacred Heart-Griffin defense back? Or does Sacred Heart-Griffin, do the Rockets, do they use their speed in order to negate that size? That should be a fun one to watch.
Well, we'll get to do that. So will you. We come back to Husky Stadium. We've got that 4A championship game, JCA and SHG.
The 2021 IHSA Football State Finals is brought to you by Illinois State University, where the total cost is in the lower half of Illinois public universities, and recent grads earn $12,000 more than the national average. Create your legacy at Illinois State. And by the Illinois Corn Growers Association. Meet the families that make up 96% of Illinois farms and learn how Illinois runs on homegrown corn at www.watchusgrow.org.
33, been a union laborer for about 13 years.
And it's just never the same thing twice. You know, it's a lot of different things. You're always doing different things.
I enjoy joining up union, joining a brotherhood, have some backing for good wage, good insurance, retirement.
And if it weren't for the union, I'll probably be, I'm not sure where I would be at.
Together, we made it through one of the most challenging years in our lives.
Together, we helped our schools and students achieve great things.
We all partnered and struggled and overcame together.
Because we know, together, we can do great things.
Now, we aim to be better than ever.
We are IEA, the Illinois Education Association, and we all are stronger together.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
Back at Husky Stadium, it's time for a 4A state championship game against a couple of blue bloods here in the state of Illinois. Joliet Catholic Academy taking on Sacred Heart-Griffin, the Hilltoppers. 13-0 in the season. SHG 12-1. Great to have you with us. I'm Dave Bernhardt along with Mark Lindo. Donnie Tillman is on the sidelines, and let's check in with Donnie right now.
Hey guys, I was able to talk with Cyclones head coach Ken Leonard before the game, and besides being happy to see me, he was definitely just taking this in. He just said, you know what, I'm glad we're still playing, I'm glad I'm still coaching, and when it's the last game of the season, all you want to do is go out with a victory. So for Coach Leonard and the Cyclones, it's all about winning a championship against a very formidable foe in JCA. Obviously it's cold, so it's hard to get the words out at some points throughout the night, but we'll try our best. I'll send it back up to you.
I feel for you. I feel for you, Donnie. All day long, Donnie Tillman has been on this field in 20-degree temperatures. Goodness gracious, if it's only one word, we're in great shape. But, you know, it's funny. Donnie said, that Ken Leonard was happy to see him. Ken Leonard earlier this week said, I'm just flat out happy to be here. He said the semifinal is always the toughest game, but for his kids, his players, he wants them to just enjoy this moment.
Well, you know, every coach we've had a chance to visit with, they say there's nothing like practice on Thanksgiving Day. And that's what all these teams went through yesterday, away from your family for times. But if there's a time to be away from your family, it's to try to win a state championship. You see the flags and the Cyclones coming out on the field right now.
And this is a team, most of those people in the white jerseys you see are underclassmen. This is a team that only has 15 seniors on the roster, the starting lineups, and we'll see those as the game progresses. For Sacred Heart-Griffin, 15 starters are juniors.
Yeah, and you know, their offensive line in their last spring season, they had a big offensive line. They had experienced offensive line. They had to rebuild that as this season turned the page. And what will this be? Their 20th football game since the calendar of 2021, which is just amazing, fighting through the COVID situation. Cyclones on the field, Hilltoppers busting through now as we're getting toward the crescendo of the kickoff of the 4A state championship game.
Jake Jaworski is the head coach for Joliet Catholic Academy in his 5th year, 40 wins. One of those wins was a state championship in 2018. He was a player when Joliet Catholic defeated Sacred Heart-Griffin, and Ken Leonard was the head coach. Jake Jaworski is also an assistant coach when the Hilltoppers knocked off SHG. The Cyclones have yet to defeat Joliet Catholic in the playoffs, and on the other side, for Sacred Heart-Griffin, he is the winningest coach in Illinois high school history, over 400 wins. Let that just kind of soak in. Over 400 wins in 42 years. That's Ken Leonard.
Yeah, he's been around quite a while. He was at Streeter, Chenoa, Gridley, Sacred Heart-Griffin, and he knows how to mentor young men.
He was joking earlier in the week, he started his coaching career at Chenoa as a head coach, and then coached at Chenoa and then at Gridley, and he said those two schools don't have their own football programs anymore. He goes to Sacred Heart-Griffin, while the rest is history.
And you mentioned Jake Jaworski, that player, that was in the year 2000, so 21 years ago as a player, he went against Sacred Heart-Griffin and Ken Leonard. So some history there, and some incredible, we talked to both coaches, incredible respect for each other and each other's program.
Well, we had the coin flip a little while ago. Sacred Heart-Griffin won the toss, and it's been, 90% of the time you defer to the second half. Sacred Heart-Griffin said, no, we want the ball to start.
Yeah, they'll want to come out, start slinging it. You're going to have a fun time calling their wide receiving core, because they have a whole bunch of guys that can catch the football and then make plays, yards after the catch. You will see from Sacred Heart-Griffin's offense tonight.
Patrick Durkin to put this ball in play. Deep. Keyshawn Singleton along with DeAndre Stewart. This will be from the 1-yard line. To the 20, room for Stewart. DeAndre Stewart. It's a race to the 40, to the 30. DeAndre Stewart, 99 yards. We open the game with a kickoff return for a score.
Boy, what a great way for the Cyclones to start the football game. We talked about their speed in space, and what a great run it was. And you talked about the horse race. He wins. Win, place, and show. Good cut to the outside. The wedge was set up on the inside. Once he got to the perimeter, it was Katie bar the door. Let me into the house. Outstanding run. 5'9", 170, a junior, DeAndre Stewart.
Wow. What a way to get underway in your 4A championship game. You win the toss, you elect to get the ball, and you score. Mason Grove will miss the extra point. For Grove, it's only his third miss in 86 attempts this year. But number 8, DeAndre Stewart, 5'9", 170-pound junior, takes it 99 yards back.
Well, special teams, coaches will tell you, they always talk about offense and defense. No. Offense, defense, special teams, all equal opportunity. And we talked about explosive plays and keeping an explosive play in front of you. The wedge was set up, and defensively from a kickoff return defense, kickoff team, you must, you are coached to stay in your lanes. And once an assignment is missed and you have speed like that, it makes for an exciting opening call by our play-by-play man, Dave Bernhardt, the Hall of Fame voice of the IHSA.
And I am thinking back, Mark, in the 20 or so years that I've done state title games, I don't think I have ever seen an opening kickoff returned for a score.
And you know what about the 40-yard line? You knew you had a call going.
Yep.
And then it was just calling a track meet, if you will. Because that was an exhilarating run in open field and then down the far sideline. Right in front of his own bench, huh?
Since you cannot return the ball out of the end zone, that is a state record for a kickoff return.
Never to be broken.
Yeah, you've got it. You're DeAndre Stewart. You are in the book forever.
Well, the Cyclones come with a squib kick.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Joliet Catholic, JCA moving up now.
Just a little punch. And out to about the 27-yard line. Malachi Hood on the return. Hood also headed to the University of Illinois. We'll hear a lot of him on the defensive side. Tackle made by Solomon Dessalines. He will stay on the field and play some defense. Dessalines, the linebacker for the Cyclones.
One thing JCA won't do, there'll be no blink in them, especially with their tradition, especially with their championship approach, and especially with Aiden Voss at quarterback.
To the near side, this is Vinny Iannatone. Another All-Stater. Iannatone, 1,700 yards rushing on the season. He averages 8.1 yards per carry.
19 touchdowns, so he knows how to get to the house. Look at what fundamentally sound he is. He knows contact coming. He puts both hands surrounding the football. Great ball security, ball control, and moves the sticks 9 yards on first down. That's a recipe for a drive to get started.
Iannatone lined up the right wing. Straight up the middle, the fullback for JCA. That is Brian Louthan. Louthan with 405 yards in the season, 6.1 yard average.
Yeah, just 65 carries, so out of 13 games. He doesn't get a lot, but right there, a lot of coaches will go into script. What I mean by that is they want to see what the defense is going to do on the interior, on the exterior, in a pass play, so they'll try to mix things up early.
Each one of the running backs gets a touch. This is Jordan Anderson's short pickup. Well, for Joliet Catholic Academy in their semifinal game, they defeated Richmond Burton 35-18, but Richmond Burton Rockets took the lead early and controlled time of possession. In fact, in that first half, JCA only had the ball for 12 offensive plays. Only a 1 yard pickup for Anderson. Second down and 9.
Four-man front for the Cyclones, 4-3 defense.
Big hole. And a first down pickup.
Now, if you want a treat at home, take a play or two off the skill guys, the running back, and just watch the big fellas up front for Joliet Catholic and the holes that they can open, because they have some beasts up front in their offensive line.
There is the offensive line. Jones, Ragusa, Polino, Burso, and Sartori. They average 280 pounds per man. Gain of about 3 to the outside. Vinny Iannatone with that carry. Here's the defense for Sacred Heart Griffin, a team that, as we said, starts a lot of juniors. You'll see Jake Hamilton and Keyshawn Singleton on the offensive side. You already seen DeAndre Stewart. Your defensive backs and linebackers, Solomon Dessalines, Corey West. He's an all-stater as well. Great linebacking core here for the Cyclones.
Yeah, making that play was Javon Bardwell, 5'9", 165.
Voss to throw for the first time tonight. Voss going to look for it all. looking for his favorite receiver, his best friend, and it will come up incomplete, a little bit too far overthrown for Jake Fieldman.
Fieldman had some separation against Bardwell on that deep post pattern. Voss just a little bit too much air underneath him, but see the separation about 3 or 4 yards. And they'll go back to that later on, I flat out guarantee you.
If you've been with us all day, the temperatures have been in the mid to upper 20s. The wind was calm earlier today, but once the sun set, the wind is from the south. That's blowing right to left at the back of Joliet Catholic Academy at about 10 miles per hour. Anderson has nowhere to go.
Boy, what a great stick by the Cyclones. Stepping up in there, Brett Puckle, 5'10", 180 with just a big time stop. Watch him stick his head in, and then just coming in a little bit late to clean things up was Hudson McMahon.
Jordan Anderson, 6'3", 230 pounds. There's number 7, Brett Puckle, middle of your screen.
How'd you like to have Anderson coming right downhill at you, huh? Because you got to go get him. If you stay back on your heels at all, he's going to basically bulldoze. He's going to truck you right downtown.
4th down and 5 for the Hilltoppers. Here comes Anderson. Anderson has the first down. Inside the 30-yard line.
Just a big beast of a body who knows how to run with his vision. Under center, big number 67 pulling out for him, helping create the lane. That's Ragusa at 6'1", 215.
10-yard pickup on 4th down. And a 7-yard pickup on 1st down. That's Iannatone.
They'll run out of a double wing, the wing T, a little bit more pass this year, showing some different formations. Iannatone takes the inside handoff, and anytime again that you get that first down situation, move the sticks 5-6 yards, you're in business with this Punisher run game.
Vinny Iannatone with 30 yards already on this drive. Sets up a 2nd down and 4. Once again, Voss to the end zone for Fieldman. Too much again. Well, he and Jake Fieldman just have a way about them. Why? Because they've played together since flag football in 6th grade, and before that, they just played in their backyards together.
Yeah, they've hooked up 10 touchdown passes this year, so they do have that feel for each other, and it was fun to watch Voss on that incompletion because he kind of knocked himself, both hands, both sides of his helmet. That's a play that he probably left on the field. He's had separation twice as Fieldman and has not been able to finish the drive, finish the catch because of the overthrown balls by Voss.
Hilltoppers on their 11th play of this drive. Iannatone will have the first down inside the 20. You know, and if you say Vinny Iannatone, wait, didn't you call his name in the state championship game 3 years ago? Well, we called Iannatone, but it wasn't Vinny. It was his brother, Nick, and what a game Nick had against Montini. He rushed for 318 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that was a fun one to watch. So brother versus brother trying to match big brother for him. And he's a great runner because he's so crafty with the football, running both vertically, but he can also go to the perimeter and bounce plays outside with his speed.
The deep back is Anderson. He busts through, stays at his feet. And that will be close to yet another first down. And the one thing that you're seeing, Mark, is running backs getting through the line without being touched. Right there, Anderson, that's his first touch right there, about 3 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, untouched for about 6-7 yards, and then about, what, 3 or 4 yards after contact. That's a recipe for a first down pickup.
First down and goal. And a flag.
Dead ball. Full start, 67 offense. Repeat first down.
David Eberle, our referee tonight, John Kester, Scott Teleski, Thomas Plaster, and Michael Clark. We had a chance to meet that crew earlier on this afternoon.
Jake Jaworski, his teams don't get many penalties. They are so well coached, so well disciplined. They are not behind the sticks very often, but kind of had the proverbial first down penalty there that puts you behind the sticks and in a little bit of a predicament. But deep inside the red zone, they have a play for any situation.
First and goal now from the 14. Iannatone. Muscles his way forward. Got that penalty yardage back.
Diane Antone, not just a great runner, but a great blocker as well when he gets out in front and helps his own teammates. Had a big pancake block in the semifinals and knocked down a linebacker to spring his teammate for a touchdown.
He'll get it again. It'll be 3rd and goal just outside the 5 on the stop. Solomon Dessalines.
Dessalines pretty pumped up after that good one-on-one tackle in space. 104 tackles on the year for Dessalines. He's been really active all season long, making plays for the Cyclones.
3rd and goal from the 5. 15th play of this drive. Anderson gets the call. Anderson, and look at that pile. Finally the whistles blow. My goodness.
That was a rugby scrum of a pile, and Anderson never did go down. Lead block fouls his fullback into the lane. Pretty good job. Gap responsibility fulfilled by the Cyclones.
4th down and goal from the 2.
P.J. Smizer right there, 77. Look at that big body trying to stuff the middle. He'll play right on the nose here.
Anderson, off right tackle. He's in. We're tied at 6.
The sustainability of that drive. JCA comes right back from the shocking kickoff return on the initial play of the game. And just bulldozing his way through for that touchdown. Running with relentless pursuit of the end zone was Jordan Anderson. We mentioned it before. We'll mention it again. 6'3", 230. He's a big guy running the football downhill right at you between the tackles.
Patrick Durkin looking for the lead. And he has given Joliet Catholic the 7-6 lead. We told you there'd be points in this ball game. Some come quickly, some others take a little while to get there. How about a 99-yard kickoff return for DeAndre Stewart? That's how the Cyclones scored. Then Joliet Catholic right back. Long drive. Jordan Anderson leading the way. 7-6 Hilltoppers.
We know it's difficult to decide where to invest first each year, but your farm and family depend on it. We want you to have your most successful season yet, and that's why we've cataloged over 12 million corn plants and 20,000 germinating seeds. Whether you're just beginning to monitor equipment performance or fine-tuning your equipment, our dealers are here to help. This is your year to know that you're doing the best you possibly can for your farm and your family.
There's more here than meets the eye. Corn is in the food that nourishes us. It's in the medicine and vitamins and other products that sustain us. It's in the daily essentials that help us navigate and create in the world. It's renewable and sustainable, better for our world and our future. Corn is all this and more. And the best part? It's homegrown by local farm families, right here in Illinois.
The Illinois High School Association State Football Finals, your Class A championship tonight. Dave Bernhardt, Mark Lindo, and Donnie Tillman with you, and it is brisk. We'll take it. Last couple of years ago, we had this type of temperature in rain, mist, sleet, whatever it was. We'll take this.
Well, how come the forecast says cloudy instead of just cold?
It's dark right now. That last drive by Joliet Catholic Academy covered 73 yards, 16 plays, took 6 minutes and 23 seconds off the clock. They will kick it short. And the return out to the 40. So we'll get our first look at the SHG offense, as that time the return went to Keyshawn Singleton. He'll stay on the field, be one of the wideouts for the Cyclones.
Oh, they got speed and playmakers in Singleton, in Hamilton, in Maddox Morris. Up and down the lineup, they got wide receivers. You see them spread things out. They'll spread the field, which takes guys out of the box. Only 4 down linemen right now for Joliet Catholic. Everybody else, you spread the defense out to create lanes.
That offensive line giving up an average of 80 yards or 80 pounds per man. quickly to left side. Gets in the hands of his playmaker, Keyshawn Singleton. But Ian Williams says, no way. A loss of yardage.
Just a great break on the football by Ian Williams. You see the defensive starters for Joliet Catholic, because it was a split-end screen, if you will, trying to get the ball speed and space. But a great tackle on the edge for a loss of 2 on first down.
Malachi Hood anchors that secondary. He'll float all over the field. Lott again. Threw it behind his receiver. He was looking that time for Maddox Morris, one of the players you just mentioned. Morris, what a game he had in a semifinal win over Rochester. 7 catches, 179 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
He had a scintillating game. Watched him, and he made a lot of yards after catches in that semifinal win. His brother plays football at Western Michigan, so good bloodlines in the family.
3rd and long. Over the middle, overshoots his receiver. So Ty Lott, who checked into this game, completing 75% of his passes, connects on just 1 of 3.
Yeah, that's just amazing, 75%. And he threw that ball off his back foot. He did have a man open on the crossing pattern. Just Maddox Morris was overthrown on that pass. And I guarantee you that Ty Lott, football's a game of adjustments. He'll make the proper adjustments, and he'll get himself in passing rhythm soon.
Grove to punt this one away. Fieldman is deep for the Hilltoppers. He will not get a chance on this one. So with 4:31 to play here in the first quarter, we have a flag down. And whistles blowing all over the field.
I'll sort her out.
Illegal procedure against Sacred Heart-Griffin. I believe JCA is going to back them up 5 yards. Kicking against the wind, so we said about a 10-mile-per-hour wind.
Illegal procedure on the offense. 5 yards and re-kick. 4th down.
That snap was a bit high. We'll see if JCA might try to put a little bit more pressure on the punter after that.
There's Jake Fieldman.
Rocking the pink gloves to catch his football.
Let's see if he gets his hands on it. They wanted Fieldman to get a shot at it. Too dangerous to mess with that one. Last time they had the ball, the Hilltoppers went 73 yards and 16 plays for the go-ahead score. They're going to get a chance here when we come back.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
Great to have you with us. We're coming to you from DeKalb for your 8 classes of IHSA State Football Championship action. Joliet Catholic leading Sacred Heart-Griffin 7-6 here in the first quarter. Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.
Hilltoppers had a superlative drive. First time they thrust the football down the field for a score. See if they can sustain that with their offensive line.
Just as Iannatone gets the handoff, a flag is thrown on the opposite side of the field. Here's a good look at Aiden Voss, 5'11", senior quarterback.
His dad, Jonathan, was a quarterback for the 87 title
Legal
team.
procedure 77 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So how many times you get a chance for father and son to quarterback a state championship team. Pretty awesome.
How special is that? Here you see Lucas Sartori stretches out that number 77 jersey, 335-pounder. So Voss will be faced with the 1st and 15. Fullback Louthan will get the carry across the 26-yard line.
Sacred Heart-Griffin needs to do is bring a lot of hats to the party. You got to have 2 or 3 people tackle the football each and every time. And look at that picture right there. That's exactly what I was just describing as needed to be defensively. 2 or 3, 4 guys to the football.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, 2nd and 9. Got that penalty yardage back, +1. Up the middle once again. Anderson breaks free. Anderson into Sacred Heart-Griffin territory. The power. The hole opens, and in the power of Jordan Anderson, he takes it 40 yards downfield.
Boy, do you remember the old pinball we used to play when we were young? Bing, 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 bing. That's what he looks like right there. Just bounce off, bounce off, bounce off. Keep his run alive, then balance on the sideline. Use his stiff arm.
Well, you saw a great matchup there. Jordan Anderson go up against the All-Stater Corey West. Corey West made the mistake of trying to tackle Anderson high. 6 first downs this quarter for JCA, and Louthan will get another yard.
So they're using the fullback just enough, again, to complement and to keep the interior line honest for SHG.
Give Louthan credit for 3 yards, actually, as he just kept moving those feet forward, took it all the way to the 30.
Keep watching that battle center. Nick Paulino for Joliet Catholic, and then big number 77, Smizer for SHG.
Pounding forward, a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but still a positive pickup for Anderson. The Hilltoppers, prior to that last play, had averaged 7.5 yards per carry here in the 1st quarter.
You know, football is such a great team game. As you see the inside handoff following his fullback, it's such a great team game, but within the team game are individual battles. Tackle against tackle, defensive end against tackle, what have you.
To the near side, Iannito. Tripped up and enough for the 1st down. The chains will move once again. Hilltoppers with their 7th 1st down. It takes them to the 22-yard line. This drive started back at the 25.
Offensive line imposing their will for Joliet Catholic.
Voss to keep it. Some sleight of hand ball handling, and Aiden Voss will take it for a 1st down to the 11.
That was indeed a design play. Aiden Voss knows what to do with the football. Just such a great athlete. He's rushed 51 times for 580 yards and 9 touchdowns. So a little bit of a dual threat opportunity there for him to show his running prowess. And you make another guy that you have to account for defensively. So you have to account for their passing game. You have to account for their running back, for their fullback, for their quarterback. Pretty diverse in their offensive scheme.
Anderson tries the right side. This time he's brought down. Brett Puckle got him and rolled him down. Jordan Anderson, number 23, headed to the University of Illinois. Battled injuries this season. But he has come on strong to rush for over 1,200 yards and picked up his 27th touchdown of the season earlier in this quarter.
You see, the Cyclones usually like to play a 3-4 defense, but they got 4 guys putting their hand in the dirt right now in respect to this running game of Joliet Catholic.
Voss flips it. Touchdown. He looked for him twice. He found him this time. Jake Fieldman, an 8-yard touchdown reception. The Hilltoppers lead grows with 60 seconds to play in the 1st quarter.
Fieldman's 11th touchdown catch of the season. Little play action pass. Voss did a nice job going through progressions and a little bit of improvisation as he looked right, couldn't find anything. Says, what the heck, I might as well find my favorite target in Fieldman. 3rd time is the charm. How about that?
Once again, Durkin for the extra point. Voss picks it up. And the two-point conversion attempt fails. The Joliet Catholic Academy lead remains 13-6.
Voss never handled that snap completely clean.
That's how Joliet Catholic Academy got here. The first 3 games, all running clocks. We mentioned earlier, fell behind Richmond Burton, who was grinding it out with a clock possession game before the Hilltoppers pulled away in the second half to win that one 35-18.
You know, you have 2 teams who've talked about their story programs. I mean, when you go to Sacred Heart-Griffin, when you go to Joliet Catholic Academy, basically, if you're in the football program, you expect to get to the state championship game. That's an expectation. That's what those players work and train for.
Last time that Sacred Heart-Griffin was in this championship game was 2016. They won it all in 2014. 5th state championship. Wins in 2005, 6, 08, 13, and 14. 5 state titles. Joliet Catholic bidding to boost their IHSA record. They sit at 14 right now. Mount Carmel and Providence just a little bit short of that with 13 and 10 respectively.
We have number 8 kicking off. That's Durkin, and number 8 returning, DeAndre Stewart. I don't think the other number 8's going to get a chance this time.
He got one chance earlier. He took it to the house, 99 yards, but he's going to get another one. This would be from the 2. DeAndre Stewart. We'll take it just shy of the 30-yard line. This is pretty important offensive possession right here for SHG.
I got to steal a little bit of momentum back. Once again, the wedge was set up. But you know what? Staying in their lanes that time was the JCA kickoff return team.
Here's how SHG got here, dominating victories in their first 3 rounds, and then a 49-42. They had to come from behind by 3 touchdowns to defeat Rochester.
Look at all those 40s and 50s.
And that's one of the reasons why right there. Delivering the ball to Javion Bardwell.
Yeah, and Lott did not look good on his first series, and I told you he was going to get hot and in rhythm. Just a crossing pattern. He gets that ball over the linebacker in front of the safety. Really well-thrown ball on a well-run route. Look at that. He gets the ball over one in front of another. Really solid completion.
It's only the 4th offensive play in the first quarter for Sacred Heart-Griffin. They'll pick up the first down. Rod has time. That one just did not come out of his hand cleanly. He was looking for DeAndre Stewart. Coverage to Nico Wilhelm.
Offensive coordinator for Sacred Heart-Griffin is Coach John Allen, and he will have Lott work out of the shotgun 95 or not 99% of the time. The shotgun, the quarterback is 7 yards behind the center. In difference to the pistol where you're 5 yards behind the center, sets up more running opportunities.
Lott's thrown the ball 5 times, completed 2. He's thrown the ball 6 times and has completed 2. 75% passer coming in.
We always talk about football in the Midwest. As you see that incompletion, ball was just a little bit too long. Weather, a big part of negating a passing game this time of year in the Midwest. That's why ground attacks are so conducive to Illinois football.
3rd down and 10. Contact right as ball meets receiver, meets defensive back. It was Charlie O'Neill in the coverage.
What a great break on the football. Ken Leonard thinks it might have been a little bit quick too soon contact, but not to be, as the JCA defense has held, and they are juiced.
Drove to punt against the wind. Philbin, who got a touchdown pass moments ago, back to receive. There will be no return on this one. The ball comes to a stop as the clock hits 0. We have completed 12 minutes of play. If you weren't here early, you just missed a 99-yard kickoff return from DeAndre Stewart. Hilltoppers came right back. Jordan Anderson, a 2-yard run on 4th down for a 7-6 lead. And then with the minutes to play in the quarter, Fieldman. This one from Voss's 13-6 Hilltoppers.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I must give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
Other dealers tell you why to buy from them. At Bob Grimm Chevrolet, we want our customers, like Russell, to share the day they experience the Bob Grimm way.
Efficient with my time, better experience than any other previous dealerships.
Make 2021 the year you drive away in a Chevrolet, the Bob Grimm way.
Builders Warehouse is home of the one price covers it quartz countertop. Don't be surprised by fees, be surprised by quartz beauty. Quartz countertops. Get it done and get it done right at Builders Warehouse or start planning at bwpeoria.net.
Do you see the world the way I do? My mom says I play too many video games, but what she doesn't know is that I'm actually making more money than she is as a YouTuber.
Lacey, do you know why there's a new car in the driveway with a bow on it?
You're welcome, Mom. At OSF Healthcare Children's Hospital of Illinois, they see the world the way I do. They put kids first, with care designed just for me.
Today at LiunaCareers.org. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.
Joliet Catholic Academy will start the second quarter from its 17-yard line. Previous drive started at the 27 and at the 25. They both resulted in scores. 13-6 after one. Big first down yardage as we start this quarter. How about these numbers, Mark? In the first quarter, Joliet Catholic had 9 first downs. Sacred Heart-Griffin with 1. We'll take a look back at Iannatone's carry. 24-7 in plays run for the Hilltoppers and yardage of 157-9. Time of possession, Joliet Catholic Academy 942, SHG 218.
Yeah, that's total domination. Almost every number besides one special teams touchdown by Sacred Heart-Griffin. That's been it.
First down and more. There may not be a harder runner in the state of Illinois than Jordan Anderson.
21 yards for the big bruiser straight downhill. And you know what? We could keep calling him Big Bruiser, but he can make you miss as well. I tell you what, he throws his hips a little bit. Good shifty lower body. Look at him, well coached. Change the football from one arm to the other when he's going to get contact at the second level. Pretty good vision. And this offensive line averages almost 280 pounds. They are just flat out owning the trenches.
Off right tackle again, Anderson. A first down. Jordan Anderson has crossed the 100-yard mark. We've played a minute into the second quarter.
Boy, Josh Jones, his tackle. Watch 65 get in front of him. You see right there, right in your picture. 65 with a great seal block, and he follows him there. When you got a left tackle that can pull like that and seal the defensive edge at the point of attack, you got a special offensive line. A great picture of the big ugly right there, and I say that obviously affectionately. He puts his hand up. He didn't like being called that. I said it was affectionate. Just gave you some kudos for a great block, young man.
You know what you can call Josh Jones? You can call him an Illinois High School Football Coaches Association Academic All-State.
That's the best compliment you can give.
Iannatone. Again, the first 5 yards become very easy here for Joliet Catholic Academy.
First down sets up second and third. And again, you got a nice seal block on the inside. Once again, just dominating things. That time it was Paul Ragusa. who made a great block at the point of attack. And it's nice right now calling Joliet Catholic's linemen, because they deserve all the kudos you can get. Basically getting a surge at the line of scrimmage, and they're making contact on the other side of the line of scrimmage into the white shirts of SHG.
Anderson will look to get the outside, gets a block. Stays on his feet to the 15, 10-5. He's in again. 35 yards on the touchdown run from Jordan Anderson, and the Hilltopper lead grows.
Boy, complimentary football, blocking and running on the perimeter. Big number 67 gets out in front there. There's Ragusa again. And then his teammate just following him down the sideline. Jake Fieldman says, I'm going to watch you go in the front door of the house right there and score it.
Three possessions, 3 touchdowns.
And 3 times perfect execution.
Looking for the 2 they didn't get last time, and it will put that number up to 21. 21-6 advantage, JCA.
And how about the cerebral play right there of Anderson, because he knew he had to fully elongate the football to get that pay dirt. 12 carries, buck 46 and 2. That's a great night. Oh no, there's 9:36 to go in the first half. Highlight film, highlight film, highlight film. He creates one almost every touch.
Well, he said Jordan Anderson, injured earlier in the year, played sporadically. He wanted to come back sooner than a lot of folks wanted him to. He was begging for reps in practice when he was injured, and Jake Jaworski had to kind of hold him back, but he is full strength, and you're seeing why that young man's headed to play the University of Illinois.
And Jake Jaworski said his work ethic is what sets him apart. It's at another level, and that's why he was able to come back and bounce back from that injury. And JCA with Iannantone and Anderson, both 1,000-yard rushers. He's got his own little highlight package going here. Goes off right tackle for a score, follows his fullback and his guard for a score here for a long run. Takes contact, makes you miss.
Kickoff out of bounds. That may be what the Hilltoppers wish they had done in the opening kickoff of this game. That's when DeAndre Stewart took it back 99 yards for a score. And that's it. That's all that SHG has been able to put on the board. Just 1 first down. They're going to look to make something happen here, and they're going to have to.
Well, you know, JCA's defense coordinator, Zach Dolph, a 2010 JCA graduate. His team, under his scheme, allows only 81 yards rushing a game. When you hold teams to under 100 yards game rushing and you make them one-dimensional passing, although that's SHG's modus operandi anyway, you can be really effective.
Cyclones looking to get something going. Nearly picked off, knocked down at the line by Billy Burke. Wow, and they had Keyshawn Singleton open.
Yeah, that might have been a touchdown-saving knockdown at the line of scrimmage.
Actually, that was Bill Sanders' areas, number 1. He had a full field in front of him if that ball had gotten his way.
How about 6'2" length, that defensive end?
First running play of the game for SHG, and it will go nowhere. Malachi Hood puts an end to that idea. Hood also headed to the University of Illinois. You're looking at a 6'2", 210-pound strong safety. 5th grade, Malachi Hood was told he couldn't play running back because he was too heavy.
Pretty heavy hit right there. Look at him wrap up. Moves horizontally, speed to the football, makes a play out in space.
Lott will spin to his right. The completion and taking a hard hit is Jake Hamilton. Hamilton with his 47th reception of the year, over 800 yards receiving.
His dad Bob played for Ken Leonard way back in '84. That's another pretty cool thing. Father and son playing for the same head coach.
Tough situation for Sacred Heart Griffin. 4th down and 2 from their own 43-yard line. Looking for the play call. Play clock winding down. They'll either take a timeout, and that's what they will do. We'll take that break as well. 8:10 to play in the first half. The Hilltopper fans come to their feet, and why not? They lead at 21-6.
It's here, the Menards Black Friday sale. Hurry in for best selection. Price is good through December 5th. Relax in style with this heat and massage rocker recliner. Only $249.99. Stay warm this winter with this 54-inch electric fireplace. It can also fit up to a 65-inch TV. On sale for $219.99 after rebate. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
At Illinois State University, our legacy is one of preparing students to create, to explore, to lead, to make an impact. Our students graduate on time, find success in their field, and make a difference in the world. That's our legacy. What will yours be? Create your legacy at Illinois State University.
To celebrate the 50th anniversary of Title IX, the IHSA is sponsoring a 50 for 50 matching gift initiative on Giving Tuesday. All proceeds from the drive will be pledged to the IHSA Foundation, which annually provides scholarships to Illinois high school students selected to be a part of the All-State Academic Team. Visit IHSA.org on November 30th for more information. Back to 4th down and 2. Having to go for it. Lott in big trouble. He'll get rid of it, and it's picked off. Flag is down. Ian Williams has the temporary interception. Let's see which way it's going. The Hilltoppers look pretty happy.
Downfield, 55 offense is declined. First down, Joliet Catholic.
15th interception of the season for JCA. They put the quarterback under duress in Ty Lott. He throws it up for grabs in a why not situation, but a 15th takeaway interception. 13 fumble recoveries. JCA has an incredible 28 takeaways this year.
And that is the 4th interception of the season for Ian Williams. Best field position to start a drive tonight for Joliet Catholic Academy. Up the middle to Anderson. Well, when you get 5-6 yards a carry, you're in business, but that's actually below what Joliet Catholic has done.
Yeah, they have averaged 8.3 yards per play, 8.3 yards per snap in this ball game thus far, and held this explosive, this dynamic SHG offense to only 1.2 yards per play. Domination both sides of the ball for JCA thus far.
7.5 to play. Voss had a man open if he finds him. In the end zone, too much. He was looking for Fieldman. Jake Fieldman was open early, but Voss didn't see him.
And that's, again, the improv between Fieldman and his quarterback, Voss. He just put him on the run. He scores his shoulders on the run, and just running out of real estate was Fieldman.
You know, there may have gotten a little bit of air under that ball, throwing against the wind. And what luxury that is, right? You're on 2nd down and 4, and if you have an incomplete pass, you have a shot at getting that first down on the ground with the average yards per carry.
You're up here without gloves. Fieldman's got those pink ones. I wonder if he'll tell you where you can buy a pair of pink gloves.
Anderson takes that first hit. He'll be short of the first down. Fourth and about 1.5 yards.
Boy, time of possession continues to just mount for JCA, basically keep away from the Cyclones.
On 4th and 2, Anderson busts up, drives forward. Well, he had the first down possibly when he was hit, but he made sure with that extra little power surge. First down, JCA.
Everybody just seals off their man on the inside, and he does the rest with that powerful leg drive of his right into the middle of the pile.
Joliet Catholic with 6.5 to play in this first half has 13 first downs. Sacred Heart-Griffin has only run 11 plays. Think about that for a second. 13 first downs to 11 plays. That's
unheard of.
What we're seeing, yes. And a loss of yardage, that time busting through. Number 55, John Jones. Junior defensive lineman. And he'll leave after the big stop. A loss of yardage on Iannatone.
Well, they got to use their quickness on the defensive line instead of that. Try to negate that size with Joliet Catholic, but the size thus far has won. A little bit of a loss there, setting up a second down, but one of the very few times that JCA has been behind the sticks here in the first half.
Voss under pressure. Dessalines was there all the way. You saw number 15, Solomon Dessalines, absolutely zero in on Aiden Voss.
Yeah, that's his fourth sack. He's got 9 TFLs on the year, and that's we talk about, his gap responsibility, but then his vision. He knew right where the ball was at on that counter action. Didn't bite, didn't get sucked in, stayed in his lane and made a play one-on-one. That's how you have 9 TFLs. That one, a loss of 6, his 4th sack of the year.
3rd and 20. 2 tackles for loss here in the last 2 plays. Hilltoppers in that tight formation. Little play action. Wide open over the middle. Touchdown, Hilltoppers, Jordan Anderson. 32-yard touchdown pass for Anderson's 3rd touchdown of the night.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Voss probably had to say, oh my, just get it there, because he saw how Anderson was so far open on play action. There had to have been a breakdown in the secondary of SHE, because there was nobody home in the middle of the field. And that was about as easy as throw and catch as you will find. 4 out of 4 right there. They have scored the football.
Looking to add yet another point here in the first half. Durkin out of the hold of Voss. Well, I'm not sure how number 23 can get lost, but he did. The only person who could find him, Aiden Voss. 32 yards and a 28-6 lead.
Yeah, that's what happens. You move around in all state and move to different spots. You got a shot down the middle for a score.
You're looking at our score in our 4A championship, 28-6. Joliet Catholic on top of Sacred Heart Griffin. Illinois State University's total cost is in the lower half of Illinois public universities, and recent grads earn $12,000 more than the national average. Create your legacy at Illinois State University.
SHG has to have something happen on this drive, chasing a 28-6 score. They'll get the ball back and see if their fine quarterback Ty Locke can get hot.
We saw number 8 moments ago. He was the only offense tonight for SHG as Keyshawn Singleton unable to get positive yardage on this kick return. It was DeAndre Stewart that took the opening kickoff back 99 yards for the early 6-0 lead for Sacred Heart Griffin. But since then, Mark mentioned earlier, 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns for Joliet Catholic Academy.
Yeah, for SHG, Brett Puckle, 5'10 senior, has 525 yards rushing, 11 touchdowns a year. Bill Sanders has 559 at 12, but the running game's been a non-factor here for the Cyclones thus far this evening.
They're spread, nobody back there with Lott. Here comes Sanders, though, but Lott will keep it. Ty Lott fumbles, loose ball, bottom of the pile. Who has it? Joliet Catholic Academy. Second turnover in as many offensive plays for SHG.
Coming up at the bottom of the pile, just following the football. Malachi Hood, the All-Stater, you talked about him and his ability. He knows how to find a football on the ground. Key turnover right there. What a great pop it was to jar that ball loose. If Malachi Hood was the one that fouled it, but what a hit it was by Charlie O'Neill, the DB, who just jarred that ball loose and created that turnover. Another takeaway by JCA.
42-yard line of Sacred Heart-Griffin with 4:13 to play in the first half. Iannatone, not much room to run. Count the white jersey surrounding Vinny Iannatone. Iannatone came into this game with 1,710 yards on all-state selection. Iannatone, the Gordy Gillespie MVP of the CCL ESCC Orange Division. Jake Jaworski said he's a throwback type of player, and he means that with the utmost respect. Just a grind-it-out sort of guy. Gain of a couple. This time it's Anderson. Tumbles forward, close to that first down marker.
Ryan Lawton, the fullback, with a key block, leading Jordan Anderson 23 right there in your picture. Lawton throws a block like he has at the point of attack there. That's why you see numbers like 164 yards and 16 carries, 2 touchdowns, that wide open touchdown catch when they aligned him in a different position. Really good offensive scheme going by JC and execution.
Third and very short. And yet another first down. 15 first downs in the first half of play. Iannatone picks up that one.
What a nice looking runner he is. You know, anybody gets a 1,000-yard rusher, they get all excited. Joliet Catholic, he has 2. Just a punishing ground attack.
Well, how about in the second round of the playoffs, a win over Wheaton Academy? Joliet Catholic had 4 different rushers go over 100 yards in that game. Voss, Anderson, Iannatone, and Lawton.
That's all 4 of their top skill guys. All eclipse the century mark.
Looking for a block to the outside. He gets one. Heist through a couple tackles. It just pulls a few people. Jordan Anderson.
And you talk about that block he was looking for. He read that block and cut right back off the inside of Paul Rakusa's block.
Here you see what Joliet Catholic has done each time it's had the ball.
They hit a grand slam, 4 touchdowns in 4 possessions. And look at that, churning up yards, 73 yards, 75, 83. Then a short field of 34 on that touchdown pass.
That last touchdown came after a turnover. The Hilltoppers here looking to go in after a turnover. Iannatone to the edge. Inside the 5. The chunk yardage is getting bigger and bigger.
And, you know, he changes speed so well. It's like slow, slow, quick, quick to the outside. Just letting that play develop and then using his acceleration. Trying to get to the pylon, but just 2 yards short.
We're going to look. What's that?
They'll have to bring the chains all the way across the field and measure this one.
Hang on. Tommy, we inbounds? Tommy, we inbounds?
Well, at halftime, we'll recap the scoring in this one. We've had a bunch. It's all been one-sided. Tony Cornish Jr. will be around. We'll take a look at some stats. So we wrap up our first day of coverage here. The IHSA State Football Finals tomorrow. We get started at 10 o'clock again.
Great job by the Chain Gang getting out there. Been full respect to them. They don't have the same overall team speed as the 17-year-old athletes out there. Team speed lacking just a bit.
First and goal, Hilltoppers.
Joliet Catholic.
Boy, that's a beleaguered defensive unit. I'm talking about the defensive unit.
Yes.
What's the 40 time on that?
Get the clock out, not the stopwatch, the clock.
JCA with 314 yards of offense, 2 more yards, and they'll have their 5th score of this first half.
And they've done it in a myriad of ways. They've gone up top at different times, but then that punishing ground game has been just magnificent.
Iannatone into the end zone. First touchdown run of the night for Vinny Iannatone. It's a 34-6 game.
First of the night, but it's 20th on the season, so he knows how to get into the end zone. Took the last couple guys with him. Nice pop at the line of scrimmage for the Cyclones by Richard Jackson, but Iannatone had other ideas. He said, I'm getting across that goal line, and he certainly did. He squared his shoulders, went straight downhill after the contact, and was able to finish.
Durkin straight through, 35-6, and we're still minute 18 left before halftime. Here's a look at what happened earlier today. Great ball game in 1A. Lena Winslow wins yet another title. Mari Roby goes over 200 yards, 38-25 winners. And Wilmington, the 2nd state title for the Wildcats in their history, outlasting Nashville 24-7. If you're with us earlier on this evening or late this afternoon, you saw Byron claim the state championship over Tolono Unity. As Byron, in 3 straight appearances, they finally get that state championship after finishing 2nd in the previous 2 state titles in 3A. There's Vinny Iannatone. We talked about his brother Nick, who rushed for 318 yards and 3 touchdowns. Nick, by the way, is a baseball player at South Carolina Upstate. But how about this family? The Iannatone cousins, Gianni, Rocco, and Dominic. Johnny, softball player at Andrew. Honorable mention All-American, University of Indianapolis. Rocco, a running back at Andrew, and then at Carthage. Dominic, a wrestler at Sandburg. His younger brother, Vinny's younger brother, Enzo, is an 8th grader. He's probably going to go to JCA. So when the family gets together, can you imagine what those battles are like on whatever sport they're playing?
A little family affair, yeah. And another one probably coming to JCA. How about that?
The short kickoff. And the short return to the 36-yard line. So Keyshawn Singleton unable to break free on that one.
You know, and as we disseminate and pick apart this first half, not really quote-unquote shocking that JC is at 35 points to the board because they average in the high 40s. But what's shocking is Sacred Heart-Griffin averages 51.5 points a game, and they do not have an offensive touchdown, just a special teams touchdown. That's the most amazing thing to me, is this offense has been held in check.
Lot over the middle, the completion for a first down across midfield. He's able to find Maddox Morris. All of these receivers, along with Lott, will be back next year.
Maddox Morris, definite D1 prospect, as is some of his colleagues in the receiving corps.
Lott, nice ball over the middle. Inside the 10-yard line. First and goal from there. Morris again on the end of that one.
Deep post, and that ball was right on time, on target. Well thrown ball by Ty Lott on that well-run route by Morris for 38 yards.
Cyclones looking to go in here late in the first half. Lott. Touchdown. Morris. 3 straight passes to Maddox Morris. The last one goes for a score.
Last 2, it was a deep post, about 34 yards to set up, and this one just a skinny post. Morris had inside leverage on this play. Gets the defender on his backside, basically. And a nice throw by Lott, throwing it away from the defense, where only his own teammate Morris could run through it.
Well, only 30 seconds after JCA scores, Sacred Heart-Griffin comes right on back. Consecutive passes to Morris results in the score. First offensive touchdown of the night for the Cyclones.
Well, the Cyclones, they're kind of a theme and something that their head coach, Ken Leonard, talks about all the time. They kind of go on a biblical verse, Mark 9:23, and to paraphrase, it's about belief. And their team still believes they can win this football game, especially after answering that drive by Joliet Catholic with that quick scoring drive. Ty Lott threw the ball really well on that one. 6 out of 13 on the evening, but 3 out of 3 on that drive, 76 yards, and that aforementioned touchdown to his fine wide receiver, 5'11", 180 junior Maddox Morris.
64 yards in 3 plays for Sacred Heart-Griffin. Prior to that little series, 12 yards of offense. You know, and for Ty Lott, he completed those 3 passes. Those are the 3 best balls he's thrown all night. He threw them with the most confidence.
Yeah, we've seen him have the ability to step up into the pocket, throw the football. Plenty of time on that drive for him to survey the field, but he was pretty locked in on Maddox Morris from wide not.
Ball falls off the tee. We'll have to wait just a bit. It's Kivlin Van Tassel deep for the Hilltoppers. An interesting formation here for Sacred Heart-Griffin. Now they'll shift to a little bit more conventional look. But yet they will be in tight. Let's see what develops. Oh, hit it deep. Van Tassel will watch it head into the end zone. 44 seconds left in the half. Hilltoppers back at their 20-yard line. Will this be the one possession in this half that JCA does not score?
I don't know. Don't speak so quick.
I know.
44 seconds. You know, Sacred Heart-Griffin has never beaten, or Ken Leonard has never beaten a Joliet Catholic team. 0-3 all time. And I know that we had a chance to visit him, and he spoke of the utmost respect for a program that has had, what, 5 different coaches win state championships, Joliet Catholic?
That's been absolutely incredible. Every coach, from Gordy Gillespie on, has won a state championship for JCA. Jake Jaworski won his 3 years ago. We see Voss in the pistol. Direct snap. Voss bounces to his feet. You know, as much as we've talked about Ian Antone and Jordan Anderson, Aiden Voss, according to his coach, is the key to the offense.
Well, he's the proverbial quarterback that's a coach on the field. Nice picture of the young man right there. Multi-sport athlete, excellent student, excellent bloodlines. We talked about, you know, his mother, Division I athlete. His father played at Joliet Catholic. He knows how to manage his team. And sometimes the term game manager is taken as a negative connotation. He plays mistake-free, but he's not just a manager. He can make plays both with his arm and his feet as well.
Going to look to do it with his arm here. Or his feet. Excellent coverage downfield and then excellent pursuit. Voss only gets about a yard. Clock stops with 25 seconds to play here in the first half. Looking for a flag. Oh, yeah, there's a flag right on the 30-yard line on the near side of the field.
Defensive holding, number 15, White. 15-yard penalty, first out.
And that may be one of the reasons why Voss had nobody to get the ball to.
So that changes and flips the field position just a little bit. And if they can get this ball over the 50, you know, with 15 seconds to go or whatever, they can take a shot or two to the end zone.
SHG with a couple of penalties in the first half. That moves the ball up to the 38-yard line.
The wind's died down just a bit. Not completely, but a little bit.
Wants to test that win. Cranks it up for Anderson. Jordan Anderson, what a catch. He had to come back pivot in midair and pulls it in. 12 seconds left.
Yeah, Anderson, not just a bruiser, he's an athlete with skill. Look at him adjust in the air and make this catch, having his back to the end zone. Now they're in a position to go ahead and be a little bit more aggressive offensive. What a great catch. Circus is in town right there.
Jordan Anderson, here in the first half, 12 seconds left. He has 177 yards rushing and another 70 yards receiving. And 3 touchdowns.
Just a crazy first half. And you know what? We've been singing the praise of his running game, but that was as fine a catch as far as adjusting in the air with the ball in the air as you will find. That's quite a line right there for the young man in one half of football.
19 touches for 247 yards and 3 scores.
Special. One word descriptor, special.
JCA looking to tack some more on here in the final 12 seconds.
And see where they align him on this play. That's going to be a key. See, they're putting him on the edge. That's where he was open before. You think he's a running back? No. He's at basically a wing position on the far side of the field.
Voss getting protection. Now he runs. Voss still looking downfield across his body. The incomplete pass actually gives JCA another shot at it with 2 seconds left.
You want it, Jake?
He found Kivlin Van Tassel. But 2 ticks left on the clock.
Now, quite clearly, this one will go to the end zone, but they put themselves in a position where they can throw the ball to the end zone. Offensive line has to pass protect to give Voss one more shot at getting the ball to the goal line.
And after the conversation on the near sideline, the Hilltoppers decide to take the timeout to get this one exactly as they had planned with 2 seconds to play in a half. Here's what's coming up the half. We've got highlights and stats for you. Lots of highlights, lots of stats. Well, the Menards game summary, and then Mark is going to recap his keys to the game. It's coming up at halftime here in your 4A championship ball game. Well, we're about 3.5 games done here on day number 1. Day number 2 will begin at 10 a.m. tomorrow. That's when Fenwick will take on Kankakee. A couple of first-timers in the state title game. Then a couple of familiar faces in the 6A game. That is Cary Grove taking on East St. Louis. You don't want to miss that one. Mark and I will be back for the 7A game. Wheaton North takes on St. Rita. There you see our early action tomorrow beginning at 10 o'clock. And once we get to the 4 o'clock, St. Rita, Wheaton North, followed up by Maine South and Lockport.
Going to finish a great weekend of high school football here on state championship weekend in DeKalb.
All right, 2 seconds left. Here we go. Voss looking for somebody to run underneath it. Not there. So for the first time tonight, JCA does not score on one of its possessions. And Keyshawn Singleton on the coverage. He'll pull himself to his feet, and his team will exit the field. Tough first half for Sacred Heart Griffin. They scored the first touchdown of the half. They scored the last touchdown of the half, but in between it was 5 scores for JCA. We're getting the points we expected, Mark. Hilltoppers have just been absolutely dominant.
Well, they played a great football half, and I'm sure that's a challenge in the second half to come out and finish.
Jake Jaworski is standing by with Donnie Tillman.
All right, thanks, guys. Coach, assess that first half.
Yeah, I'm happy where we're at on the score. We got to limit their big plays, though. I mean, if we're going to win this game, we can't have kick returns. We can't have 4-yard drives. But our defense did play great in the first half. Outside that drive, offense, we just got to keep turning out the yards on the ground.
I'll tell you what, that kick returns seemed to fire you guys up. You didn't like that, and all of a sudden the offense got going.
Yeah, we've had a couple games where we've gotten down early, and our offense has always had the answer. So, kudos to the offense for coming out, and answering that touchdown right away, and then, kind of, jump-started us.
All right, Coach, good luck in the second half. All right, guys, send it back up to you.
Thanks, Donnie. Joliet Catholic Academy led 13-6 at the end of one, but then the scoring continued. Jordan Anderson, a touchdown run. Anderson, touchdown catch. Vinny Iannatone to score. And then SHG gets their lone touchdown from scrimmage. Maddox Morris with the short touchdown reception. 35-13 after one here in your 4A championship.
Leaving the house. Not easy. When you need health care that's easy, you need OSF On-Call Urgent Care. When and where you need it, in person or online. OSF On-Call Urgent Care.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
To help me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Roommates, not easy. When you need health care that's easy, you need OSF On-Call Urgent Care. In person or online. OSF On-Call Urgent Care.
Halftime of your Class 4A championship game. Joliet Catholic Academy leading Sacred Heart-Griffin 35-13. Glad you joined us, everybody. Dave Bernhardt along with Mark Lindo. And shame on you folks that didn't see the opening 10 seconds of this game, because DeAndre Stewart took it back 99 yards. The opening kickoff, 99 yards for a touchdown, and all the Hilltoppers did was answer. They didn't flinch.
No, they did not at all. When you average 44 points a game and you have the offensive firepower that they do, why would you flinch? Because they just have a punishing ground game behind an incredibly big and active and excellent offensive line. They have enough balance between run and pass to keep a defense honest, and they put up some big offensive numbers in half number one.
I know we talked about their offense, their defense strong as well, so that sets us up. Mark, let's revisit your keys to the game.
Well, our keys to the game, the first one was protect the pocket, and I don't believe either team has had much difficulty doing that. Both quarterbacks need time to throw the ball. They have. I know Ty Lott got going late, but he did get going for that late touchdown pass. Explosive opportunities. Well, it took us about 10 seconds to see that with the opening kickoff, but there's been some big plays for Joliet Catholic as well, because both these teams are filled with speed and skill and long TD opportunities. And then four-quarter football, I know right now that for the Cyclones, they want to cut into this lead and get an opportunity to be involved in a fourth quarter situation that's meaningful.
Let's check in with Tony Cornish Jr. Halftime here at Husky Stadium.
Thanks a lot, guys. What a first half. Excitement was from beginning to end. As you said, Dave, first 10 seconds, the kickoff return from 99 yards. You couldn't blink. You thought Sacred Heart-Griffin was going to start something and gets excited. Yeah, they got excited. They got the other team excited, and you saw how they responded. JCA, what do you say about 2-3? He's a man among boys right now. Let's be honest. Between the tackles, he's dangerous. As a pass receiver, he gets it done. Jordan Anderson is the complete package, and all those Fighting Illini fans out there are probably just clapping their hands and doing backflips when they see this young man go to work on the turf. Now, what I'm looking at right now, if I'm SHG fans, I'm saying, well, my coaching staff, Sacred Heart Griffin's coaching staff, is going to put something together, I have a feeling, in the second half to try to slow things down just a little bit. Will it be effective? We'll have to wait and find out. Right now, we're going to take a short break here at Husky Stadium. When we come back, we'll have more insight and more analysis as we continue this exciting day one of state football Class 4A championship action here at Husky Stadium. Don't go away, folks. We got a lot more headed your way.
I got something special planned.
I'm finally alone.
The party has arrived. Let's just hope it ain't like the last time we was all out here together. We're all graduating and going on to different colleges.
Why can't we just live in the now?
Because it feels like I'm losing you.
Your car is more than just transportation. It's a gathering place. Your mobile community. At CEFCU, we get that. So we offer car loans with great rates, flexible terms, and no hidden fees. We work with you to get the loan you need for the vehicle you want, because getting there together is better than going it alone. CEFCU, not a bank, better.
It all starts here in the woods of Illinois. Walnut, hickory, oak, individually selected and harvested for your home. Each tree, each log, milled to perfection, with the same attention to detail for 2 generations. It's not just wood, it's Corsaw hardwood lumber. Grown in Illinois, made in Illinois. Corsaw hardwood lumber, just west of Canton, on Route 9.
Dig the pig. Dig the pig from Butcher's Pizza. Locally made with the finest ingredients. The frozen pizza with the just made taste. The quality pizza that your family deserves. A quick meal you'll be proud to serve. Dig the pig. Dig the pig from Butcher's Pizza.
I'm Tony Cornish Jr. Donnie Tillman standing by with me now. We're talking about Husky Stadium, and we're talking about all the action in the first half. Donnie, your thoughts? You're down on the sidelines. You get to see these guys up close and personal. You got to start off with 2-3.
Oh, my gosh. So explosive, Tony. I mean, just watch him. He looks like a man amongst boys. But you know what? For SHG, they really need to try to slow him down, but easier said than done so far in the first half.
Jordan Anderson is impressive, not only as a runner, as I alluded to earlier, but as a receiver as well.
Yes, definitely can do it all. I mean, he's ran the ball, he's caught the ball. I mean, really, he's just an intimidating factor on the field. So, you're going to really have to gang tackle him to bring him down.
Sacred Heart Griffin, what do you do to try to slow this game down and get back in it?
I think you have to go back to the aerial attack and try and score some points fast. But you know what? You also need takeaways because, as we've talked about in earlier games today, time is not your friend when you're coming from behind.
The temperatures don't seem to be affecting the play out here because these players are getting up and down the field, no problem at all.
I tell you what, that turf must be warm because they are running up and down and putting a lot of action on it. And you can see the rushing yards for Joliet Catholic right now. 283 yards via the ground. I mean, they are tearing it up. And I'll tell you what, they're also making SHG work in the trenches, and that could go in their favor as well.
All right, this is our Menards game summary. As you see the first downs, Joliet Catholic Academy, 19-4 leading in that category. No big surprise there. The rushing yards really tells the story, Donnie.
Definitely. Joliet Catholic really controlling things, controlling the clock in their favor. And as far as SHG, only 76 passing yards. They probably want to up that total and score some more points. And look at third down conversions, too, Tony. 0 for 3. That's not going to get it done in a state championship game.
Time of possession. I thought there'd be a lot more for Joliet Catholic Academy with 283 rushing yards. 920 for Sacred Heart Griffin. They can get back in this ball game. It's not over yet.
That time of possession does not include celebration time over on the Joliet Catholic sideline. So I will tell you this much. Again, the Hilltoppers, they're doing everything they need to do. SHG needs to get back into this ball game. As you mentioned, slow things down on the clock, but get into the end zone as much as possible. Try and get back in this ball game.
Defensively, you got to think about what do you do with Mr. 2-3. I mean, do you put 9 in a box? Do you try to slow this young man down, intimidate him somehow, get in his head?
You know what? It's a chess match right now, and Joliet Catholic's winning it. So for SHG, they're going to have to try and keep an eye on him because, you don't want him to really break this game away. But Joliet Catholic's so loaded. They got other weapons they can go to as well. So it's really, pick your poison right now.
Yeah, that's about it. Jordan Anderson, quite effective. I'm thinking you got to start somewhere. Why not start with 2-3? We'll find out in the second half what SHG is going to do defensively to try to get back in this ball game. Right now, time for a short break. We'll have more from Husky Stadium as we continue right here in DeKalb. Don't go away. Lots more high school football action is headed your way next.
There's more here than meets the eye. Corn is in the food that nourishes us. It's in the medicine and vitamins and other products that sustain us. It's in the daily essentials that help us navigate and create in the world. It's renewable and sustainable, better for our world and our future. Corn is all this and more. And the best part? It's homegrown by local farm families, right here in Illinois.
It's here, the Menards Black Friday sale. Hurry in for best selection. Price is good through December 5th. Give the gift of power and performance with this Masterforce Boost 20-volt brushless oscillating multi-tool kit. Just $119. Plus, get a free bonus toolbox. This 22-foot aluminum multi-position ladder can be positioned in 5 different ways. Only $139 after rebate. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
We know it's difficult to decide where to invest first each year, but your farm and family depend on it. We want you to have your most successful season yet, and that's why we've cataloged over 12 million corn plants and 20,000 germinating seeds. Whether you're just beginning to monitor equipment performance or fine-tuning your equipment, our dealers are here to help. This is your year to know that you're doing the best you possibly can for your farm and your family.
At Illinois State University, our legacy is one of preparing students to create, to explore, to lead, to make an impact. Our students graduate on time, find success in their field, and make a difference in the world. That's our legacy. What will yours be? Create your legacy at Illinois State University.
Getting ready for second half action here at the Class 4A Championship. Joliet Catholic Academy taking on Sacred Heart-Griffin right now at halftime. 35-13 is your score. Let's go back up to the booth. Check out with Mark and Dave and get their thoughts on what may be coming up in the second half. Gentlemen?
My thoughts are probably very similar to yours, possibly more of the same. And Mark, we came into this ball game, we thought we would have some highlights, and boy, we weren't disappointed.
It didn't take long to see our highlights with the opening kickoff right away. 99 yards. That's a state record that will never be broken. The wedge was busted to the outside and just outrunning the defense into the end zone after that great play with DeAndre Stewart to get things going for SHG.
Then it was Jordan Anderson. His show began after that as the Hilltoppers marched down the field. Then in the air, it was the Buddies. Wasson to Jake Fieldman. And all of a sudden the lead had jumped 13-6. Looking for Anderson again.
The big fella wasn't done, was he? He knows where that pilot's at. He's visited there a few different times.
That was his second touchdown run. And this time, wide open. That's the touchdown reception. That came after an interception, and the Hilltoppers took advantage once again of a fumble recovery. Vinay Iannatone goes in to make it 35-6, but then SHG scores last.
Well, a nice pass to get them back into some attention. Little crossing right there, and a nice pass on time, on target, and the catch by Morris.
35-13. What did you say before the game? They average about 95, 96 points per game. At the half, we're at 48. Halfway there.
Right there.
Fans are getting warm. Not temperature in the low 20s in terms of air temperature, low teens in terms of how it feels. 35-13, back with the second half after this.
Together, we made it through one of the most challenging years in our lives.
Together, we helped our schools and students achieve great things.
We all partnered and struggled and overcame together.
Because we know, together, we can do great things.
Now, we aim to be better than ever.
We are IEA, the Illinois Education Association, and we all are stronger together.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
This broadcast is copyrighted by the IHSA, the NFHS Network, and Gray Media Group Incorporated. Any other use of this broadcast or internet stream without the express written consent of the IHSA, the NFHS Network, and Gray Media Group Incorporated is strictly prohibited.
Sacred Heart-Griffin chasing a 3-touchdown lead by Joliet Catholic Academy here in your 4A state championship ball game. Cyclones under head coach Ken Leonard, the winningest coach of all time in Illinois high school football history, over 400 wins. He's alongside Donnie Tillman.
I'm here with SHG head coach Ken Leonard. Coach, what'd you tell your team at halftime?
Well, we just got to show some heart. We, we played our worst game of the season, first half, and we just defensively we just couldn't tell. And the kid's a great kid, and again, they're blocking and they're doing a great job. They're a tremendous team. Physically, we don't match up with them. There's just no question. But we just didn't pull the trigger, and it starts with me and ends with me, and so we got to do a better job. Just like that last drive, that stuff's been open the whole game, and we just haven't taken advantage. I thought our offensive line did a good job of giving Ty protection, but boy, we just got to get the ball to our receivers, and I mean, there's not much more to say than that. It was not pretty at all, and our defense is just, we're bouncing off that kid, and give that kid all the credit in the world, and it's just not him, but they're a hell of a team.
All right, Coach, good luck in the second half. Appreciate it. That is head coach Ken Leonard of the Sacred Heart-Griffin Cyclones. I'll send it back up to you.
Thank you very much, Donnie. And Mark, your thoughts on Ken Leonard's thoughts?
I just think that he is a class man, a leader of young men, and he tells it like it is. He didn't think his team played very well, and they didn't. And he talks about how much he loves his team. He expects them to come back and compete. I think that late score will help them, and he's been around the game so doggone long. I mean, he's nothing he hasn't seen. As a matter of fact, Dave, you know this. He had his 50th class reunion at Chenoa. That's right. He was playing football 50 years ago, and his high school coach, Ed Thomas, went to his semifinal game. Now, how cool is that, to be honest with you? And he still keeps in contact with him 50 years later, and that's what coaching's all about, for your players keep in contact with you and you with them.
And that's what Ken Leonard told his team, and it had it directly related to that. His high school coach there, Ken Leonard could not believe how quickly those 50 years passed, and that's the message he delivered to his kids. Enjoy the moment, because it will happen. It'll be gone so fast.
Yeah, exactly. And, in the first half, you take a look at it, 42 plays for Joliet Catholic. 34 of those plays were run in Sacred Heart territory. So field position just huge. On the flip side of that, Sacred Heart just ran 2 plays in JCA territory. So don't think field position isn't a huge part of any football game, any and every football game.
So Sacred Heart-Griffin to kick off. They won the toss to start the game. They took the ball, resulted in a good decision. And now they may look here for the onside kick. Joliet Catholic smelled it out. And that ball is free. And SHG says they have it. So that's how we start the second half. Now, as that ball was teed up, ready to go, we've seen that formation, that kickoff formation, other times tonight. But Joliet Catholic Academy knew it was coming. They brought their up man up, but it was a big stick there that popped that ball loose.
And they take a little bit of a gamble to give up field position, but the gamble wins. Risk reward, and picking up that football is Tommy Toma, the defensive back.
Solomon Dessalines, one of the men with the hit, along with Corey West. So for the second time tonight, SHG will have the ball first to start a half.
Corey West, he's a big-time player. Dessalines has had his name called many times tonight. SHG, we'll see if they go long ball here in this series.
Nothing gained on play number 1. Ty Lott is the quarterback. Looks over the middle. Complete for a first down to the 30-yard line. This time he finds Kyle Long.
Kyle Long, a great route runner. In the semis, he had 2 catches for 2 touchdowns, so pretty efficient there. And Lott starting to feel it the last drive, and now this initial drive of the second half, getting a little bit more rhythm to his aerial attack.
This will be the third play in Joliet Catholic territory tonight. Lott's going to look for it all. Separation in the end zone. Keyshawn Singleton, he has it. He bobbled it. He recovered it. Touchdown Cyclones. 30-yard touchdown pass. Lott to Singleton.
What great presence of mind to stay with that play. And I told you they were going to take a shot early on in this series. Lott with plenty of time. Looks left, nothing there. Looks right, finds his man streaking down the sideline. Going up tall for the ball was his fine wide receiver Singleton, who bobbled that ball off his own knee and then had the presence of mind to stay with that play. What a superlative catch and concentration.
Ty Lott with his 44th touchdown pass of the season against just 2 interceptions. And just as they did in the first half, the Cyclones strike early, and they've narrowed it to a 15-point difference.
What a great start for them. We had ourselves a ball game with that little series, the onside kick, and then a couple pass plays. Great look downfield. See him check off. He looks left, and then finds Singleton to the right. And just turning around a little bit too late to find the football was Charlie O'Neill. And look at that concentration to flat out get it done off his own thigh pad. Getting a foot down. There it is. And then 2 hands on the football to hit the touchdown.
Keyshawn Singleton, a Division I basketball prospect. He's making it happen here in the football field. The junior. 6'2", 190-pounder. Now, you go onside kick again.
I mean, might as well. You don't care about the element of surprise. That's gone. But you might as well take for the luck of the ball, because Joliet Catholic's just marching down the field anyway. What difference does it make if they go 50 yards or 70 yards?
Ty Lott's numbers, they've been increasing as the game has progressed. Grove looking to go in the same direction. Only 1 man deep. For JCA, they will shift to the 20-yard line. So they showed onside. They decided to go deep. They got it right into the hands of Van Tassel. I thought maybe they tried to kick it even more away from Van Tassel, make him go chase it down. But nevertheless, Kibble and Van Tassel with the return, and it'll be Hilltopper football.
And limping off the sideline and coming to the Joliet Catholic boundary is none other than Jordan Anderson off that kickoff. He's being attended to right below the west bleachers below us. That is a huge situation for us to watch for.
Well, and he would have been on that kickoff return team for his hands. He had the hands team out there. So he will not be in the backfield here as this drive begins at the 31. Up the middle, Iannatone muscles his way forward. It should be enough for a first down. And there is Jordan Anderson.
Just a little bit of a gait, but he's trying to, quote-unquote, walk it off as great athletes do. And you know what? He's a great athlete.
Vinny Iannatone, 16 carries, 89 yards. Anderson trying to walk it off. So Iannatone behind Louthan. You see number 34, Ryan Louthan, the fullback. Iannatone taking Anderson's spot. Again, an extra 3 yards after contact.
Louthan put a nice hit on the outside, and Iannatone then cut back against that block. The game within the game.
4 yards on first down. Well, you feel like for Sacred Heart-Griffin, this must be a must-stop possession defensively.
Yeah, but they do have the momentum right now. If you get a stop here, you can really get yourself back in this football game. Remember, you want to make it a 4-quarter game. That's what their attempt to do is in this quarter.
Iannatone, stiff arm to the outside. Iannatone shoved out of bounds, not before he picks up a first down, and he'll be very close to cracking that 100-yard mark.
He goes at 205, and just so strong is he. Got a guard and a tackle out in front of him. And at 205, puts a little bit of hurt on Maddox Morris, who goes 180. So Morris gives up 25 pounds in that matchup on the boundary.
You know, how about this? The JCA offensive line outweighs the Sacred Heart-Griffin offensive line by an average of 85 pounds per man, but then you throw in Iannatone at 205 pounds and Anderson at 230 coming at you.
Yeah, those are two big backs that come at you right downhill into the teeth of defense.
Anderson back in the ball game. He'll get the handoff. So he's able to walk off the little twinge he felt on that kickoff. He'll get about 4 yards here, maybe more.
How about that solid tackle?
Bill Sanders.
Yeah, I mean, just against a powerful runner, Sanders gives up what? He gives up like 45, 50 pounds, and he did a stick one-on-one. Gutsy kid with a fundamentally sound tackle.
Hayden Voss under center. Voss to the right side. Voss being chased. And the defense staying right with him. Number 45, the All-Stater Corey West. A wrestler, could win a state championship before he's done, but this time he wins the battle with Voss.
And not only is he a great wrestler and a great football player, his speed enables him to make plays. He's one of the fastest players on the team. According to Ken Leonard, that's quite a feat for a man of his size and stature. West goes with 6'1", 190 with great overall speed.
On third down, the Hilltoppers 4 of 7 tonight. Anderson has a hole off the left side. Anderson to the sideline. Will try to stiff arm a man. He's able to be run out of bounds near the 20-yard line. That thing opened up in a hurry.
Well, I tell you what, he is starting to heat it up once again here in the second half. Takes the inside handoff, bumps it to the outside. 23 yards on that pickup. And he's so hard to tackle. Look at him use his arm over 200 yards on the evening, just stiff arming, and refusing to go down in the open field.
Maddox Morris, the battle with Anderson. You heard Tony Cornish Jr. along with Donnie Tillman talking about Jordan Anderson, a man among boys. And that's how he has played here tonight. That's how he's played all season long. Louthan up the middle. Positive yardage.
You know, as Joliet Catholic, what was it when they won here a few years ago? They had to win game 9 just to get into the playoffs that year. Remember that? I mean, it was a doubt. Will Catholic High get in? Will they get in? They went and won it. Now this year, they've just went ahead and dominated all year long. And it's like, can anybody even get in their way? A whole different approach to a would-be championship.
High expectations all season long in the Hilltoppers, and they have produced to a 13-0 record in their bid for a 15th state championship to build on their state record. 8th play of this drive for the Hilltoppers. To the near side. Anderson is able to roll up to about the 10. That will be close to a first down, maybe a bit short.
To McMahon.
He's able to take this play, slow his pace down just a little bit to cut back against the grain. We can 3-point the football right there on contact. Fundamentally sound running back. They can put him out on a wing. We saw him release on a pass play. Excellent blocker. Just a great, great football player in every facet.
3rd down and 2 just outside the 10. Iannatone. That's a first down. It will be first down and goal for JCA.
I don't know, you know, from north to south, east to west, if there could be a better 1-2 punch running the football than those two young men.
It's a first down.
I mean, they'd be either one, obviously, a feature back for any team. And they're both on the same Hilltopper team.
Well, at any moment in time, they are the featured back for this team.
Yes. Love those JCA helmets. Long-standing tradition there.
In the backfield here of Joliet Catholic Academy. Anderson pounds his way forward. Inside the 5.
Anderson on the carry. Back by Reggie Thomas.
Good blocking up front. He went off the left side there. Center Nick Poliano and then Ragusa. Ragusa's been out front of both running backs all evening long, leading the way.
Jake Jaworski classifies Paul Ragusa as a scrappy, old-fashioned JCA 1980s type player. And that is an ultimate compliment.
Absolutely.
Hilltoppers have held the ball here for over 6 minutes in the third quarter. On the 11th play of this drive, Anderson trying to be gang tackled, and it will take a gang to tackle him.
Tell you what, they're just feeding the beast right now. Just feed the beast. Get the ball in 23's hands, and he can finish for you.
Sacred Heart-Griffin scored quickly here in the third quarter after recovering an onside kick. That touchdown came at the 10:28 mark, and you see the time ticking down on the play clock, and the big clock we're at 3:30. Third down and goal. Iannatone muscles his way forward. Vinny Iannatone is in. The second touchdown of the night for the senior Vinny Iannatone, and the Hilltoppers have cracked the 40-point mark.
Well, I tell you what, if this were an election, it's still too early to call. I will say that. But at this point, that's a pretty doggone answer to the drive that SHG had, that quick touchdown they put on the board. Pounding and grounding, it was Joliet Catholic using their ball control offense to wear down the SHG defense, coming at you with two backs and a powerful offensive line unit tackle to tackle.
Extra point coming right at you. Through for the 42nd point of the night for Joliet Catholic Academy, just too shy of what the Hilltoppers have averaged this year. Vinny Iannatone gets the call, he gets the score. Hilltoppers back up by 22.
Hi, John Coker of Builders Warehouse. These are some of the cabinets I have in stock and ready for immediate pickup. An unfinished, a slate gray, or a white. Get it done at Builders Warehouse on Southwest Washington Street or online at bwpeoria.net.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I must give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
Other dealers tell you why to buy from them. At Bob Grimm Chevrolet, we want our customers, like Chelsea, to share the day they experience the Bob Grimm way.
Hands down the best customer service I've ever experienced. We'll be customers for life.
Make 2021 the year you drive away in a Chevrolet, the Bob Grimm way.
Sacred Heart-Griffin. The defense has allowed 42 Joliet Catholic Academy points. It was good enough last week. They allowed 42 against Rochester because Cyclones scored 49 in that semifinal win. Vinny Iannatone over the 100-yard mark. He has a couple of touchdowns. So already two backs have cracked 100 yards tonight for JCA. We've just played into the third quarter. How about that?
That's unbelievable.
Just stare at that for a bit. That's the domination that has been on this field here, Husky Stadium, here tonight in Bigham Field.
Is that efficiency or what?
Starting from the 20-yard line, Singleton. Nice return out to about the 37.
Anytime Singleton or Hamilton or Morris touch the ball for the Cyclones of SHG, you know that you have a chance to see a big play. But for the most part, JCA has kept the explosive plays for SHG to a minimum here tonight.
Lot to look to the sidelines. Junior quarterback gets rid of it in a hurry. And the Hilltoppers had that one scouted out. No, 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 says Taywon McClellan.
McClellan in a zone defense right there. JCA was in zone coverage. He's right there out in the flat. Kaboom. He puts a great one-on-one hit. McClellan in space. Look at how fundamentally sound that tackle was. Just basically upending Keyshawn Singleton on that catch.
Yeah, Singleton slow to get up. Meet the families that make up 96% of Illinois farms and learn how Illinois runs on homegrown corn at www.watchusgrow.org. And that hit put on by Taywon McClellan cannot feel good on a night like tonight.
You're not going to say it on a cold night like tonight?
I'm just saying. It's a night.
A fall night. How's that?
Officially, yes. Ooh, that ball was thrown in dangerous territory. Bill Sanders was the intended receiver. The Hilltoppers had that one smelled out in the form of Ian Williams.
Yeah, Williams just kind of using his vision. They were locked in on the football. Vision of the utmost importance for anybody on defense, including DBs.
Right on 3rd and 13. Will he get a shot? He'll stay with it. Down he goes. Jeremy Johnson with the sack. His 11th sack of the season. That leads the Hilltoppers.
Well, they came with a blitz on the edge, and the blitz is the one that flushes out the quarterback lot, putting pressure and allowing that tackle to be made for what officially goes as a sack for Jeremy Johnson.
It was Charlie O'Neill that chased Lott out of the pocket. And then Jeremy Johnson finished it. How about Johnson's numbers? That's his 11th sack this season. Also leads the club with the 11 tackles for loss, a couple of fumble recoveries, 67 tackles, a second on the team.
Yes, they dial up a blitz and came out with that sack. Zach Dolph, defensive coordinator, played aggressively on that one.
Nobody deep for the Hilltoppers, and it takes a very kind roll for Sacred Heart-Griffin to the 15-yard line, and the Hilltoppers will get the ball back. What did they do the last time they got the ball? It's what they've done every time except once tonight. A touchdown. This time Vinny Iannatone for a 42-20 lead.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
JCA Hilltoppers, the cheerleaders, have had a lot to be happy about tonight. 42-20 with the .23 to play in the third quarter. So, you know, we see the 42 points on the board. We see 20 for Sacred Heart-Griffin, but how about the job the JCA defense has done? This is a team, a Sacred Heart-Griffin team, that averages 52 points per game.
And their defense Their defense has swarmed to the football all night long. They play basically base defense, what with a little bit of a zone blitz that time to create havoc. But overall, defense has held to the running game of Sacred Heart-Griffin completely shut down and just given up a couple of big plays offensively in the pass game. And Jake Jaworski told us, you know, his philosophy, like many coaches, is to make a high school team grind it and play mistake-free football over a course of 80 yards, not give up a big play.
I have an injured JCA player down. That's Iannatone. And they're treating this as a cramp as you push that toe forward. Here's Iannatone coming right at you. 21st carry for Vinny Iannatone, netted 5 yards.
You see one of his big buffet busters. Ragusa up front was giving him the stretch out. I think, is he going to be an athletic trainer? Is that what he's studying? Yeah, I'll bet you, I say buffet busters, I'll bet you that Joliet Catholic offensive line, they could put a hurt on a buffet, couldn't they?
Well, I don't know whether they have the...
Look at them. There's some big Oscars up there, boy.
I don't know if they have Thursday night pasta dinners as many teams do. Well, the stores in Joliet probably have a shortage of spaghetti.
Those guys have done a great job tonight owning the line of scrimmage.
Pickup of about 3. Ryan Louthan gets the carry. They use him occasionally. Does a great job blocking. All these backs for Joliet Catholic do a great job in the blocking game.
And they complement each other so well. And they give him just enough to let him feel like he's part of the run game besides block, to keep the defense honest as well, with a little bit of inside fullback play there.
Looking for a couple of yards and a first down. Anderson will have it and a bit more. He'll get across the 30-yard line. Get another first down for JCA on an 8-yard pickup from Anderson.
Well, we're starting to sound redundant because you're talking about Anderson's run and his yards, and I'm talking about Ragusa's blocking every time. What a great combination those two have been. They feed off each other.
Each team scored a touchdown here in the third quarter. This one came early. 30-yard touchdown pass to Keyshawn Singleton. What a grab for Singleton. And then Joliet Catholic came right on back. Vinny Iannatone, his second touchdown of the night. We go to the fourth, the 42-20 game in your 4A title.
Do you see the world the way I do? I'm kind of an artist. I take random things around the house and make them into the most amazing sculptures.
Evan, do you know where all the spoons are?
At OSF Healthcare Children's Hospital of Illinois, they see the world the way I do. They put kids first with care designed just for me.
If you are currently working in the electrical industry and you're not receiving great wages, benefits, including guaranteed retirement income, paid health care, dental, vision, 401k, and more, we have positions open now with IBEW Local 34. Be a part of the electrical team on the front lines of the electrical revolution. Join us on the cutting edge of training in new electrical technology. Contact us today at IBEW34.org.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I must give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
Your car is more than just transportation. It's a gathering place. Your mobile community. At CEFCU, we get that. So we offer car loans with great rates, flexible terms, and no hidden fees. We work with you to get the loan you need for the vehicle you want, because getting there together is better than going it alone. CEFCU, not a bank, better.
IHSA Football State Finals is brought to you by LiUNA. Start your career in construction today at liunacareers.org. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.
JCA 12 minutes away from claiming its 15th state football championship, commanding lead at 42-20. We begin the fourth quarter with Aiden Voss, the quarterback, in trouble in the backfield. Runs away from that trouble. He'll flip it out here to the near side. Staying on his feet is Iannatone. Did he step out of bounds? Not until he was pushed out near midfield. How about Aiden Voss creating something out of nothing here?
A little bit of Houdini. Dessalines had a chance to wrap him up right there. Couldn't take him down. Then he extends the play with his legs, his athleticism, his presence of mind. Gets that ball out in the flat and takes a sack and turns it into a first down with his magic on his feet.
Well, that was a passing play, but how about these numbers through 3 quarters on the ground? Joliet Catholic Academy rushed for 369 yards. Sacred Heart-Griffin, -5.
Those are astonishing numbers.
Big hole. And getting through it is Iannatone.
So up to 377 yards rushing. They're going to more than likely obliterate the 400-yard mark of running the football, the recipe of a champion.
In that third quarter, time of possession, Joliet Catholic, 8 minutes and 31 seconds, just 3:29 for SHG.
Yeah, so quarterback Ty Lott, the all-stater for the Cyclones of SHG. You keep him on the boundary, he can't complete any passes.
A little bit of a delay. Hard running. Anderson is fumbled late. Now is he down? Recovered by Jake Fieldman, if it indeed is a fumble. Again, Anderson, full head of steam before he has first contact. Another first down for JCA.
So they're taking care of yardage and clock right now, shortening this football game. 10-15 and ticking.
JCA, a 26-6 first down advantage here tonight. Anderson is going to get another first down. Tried to spin away, picked up a couple extra yards. 12-yard run on first down for Anderson.
Joliet Catholic Academy, just a program of winners. What do they have, like 63 professional athletes that have graduated from their school, which is just incredible, the kind of athletic program they have overall.
Jordan Anderson tonight, still with 9:30 to play in the fourth quarter, 230 yards.
Jake Jaworski didn't look too worried at this juncture. He knows his team's in full control.
Anderson's going to add to that here. Anderson's still on his feet, looking to run away, and he does. 4th touchdown of the night for Anderson. This one goes for 26 yards.
You can't coach this run right here. Look at them. Put the cleats in the turf and just cut right back against the grain. That one started off right tackle and finished in the left end zone. Just a great cut, great balance and vision to make that cut. And you're watching a really, really special athlete right there in the middle of your screen.
49th point of the night comes off the foot of Patrick Durkin.
Point after is good.
Well, there are the numbers for Jordan Anderson. 266 yards rushing, another 70 in the air. And you see those 266 yards. This is not even his best game of the season. Against Brother Rice, Anderson had 319 yards rushing to go along with 6 touchdowns. Today, 266 and 3 on the ground.
You know, he lost some time with injuries and did that indeed keep him even fresher legs rather than, you know, having the toll of an entire season of taking hits.
You know, speaking of fresher legs, of course, the spring season this year, football played in the spring of 2021. It's the fall of last year was wiped out. So you're talking about, you alluded to it earlier, some teams that got their full 6 games in, and here playing in DeKalb here this weekend, this is their 20th game in about their 9th month. And there is...
That chart continues to... Well, you can't be more impressive than what you're looking at right there. Talk about efficient offense.
Well, 73, 75, 83, 70, and 85 yards. Those are the long drives for Joliet Catholic tonight.
Well, you saw Jake Jaworski. He calls his own offense, and he has a lot of weapons to throw at you. There is no doubt about it. And this system for JCA, like many teams in the programs get to the title games, are systems that work. And then you bring in great athletes on top of that. And that's why you're playing in DeKalb on Friday, Championship Friday.
This season, Sacred Heart-Griffin allowed 45 points to Rochester. And then in the semifinals, 42 points. So this 49 represents the highest total against the Cyclones, who came in, even with those numbers with Rochester, 14 points per game allowed. This is going to get into the end zone. Keyshawn Singleton thought about it there for just a moment. The other games other than Rochester and now Joliet Catholic Academy, just 9 points per game allowed by the Cyclones.
Yeah, they've been pretty impressive. They held Lanphier to 7, Springfield Southeast to 7, Springfield High School to 7, Decatur Nighthawk to 7, Normal University High to 6. So their defense has been stout at different times.
Offensively, they have not had many snaps from the line of scrimmage tonight. 21st play of the night, and we're 3 minutes into the 4th quarter, and this will go for negative yardage, a sack. So 21 plays run through 3 quarters, only 7 a quarter. That's some pretty awfully good work there for JCA.
Dylan Johnson with the sack. You know what's impressive about that? They're putting 7 into coverage, only rushing 4, and he was still able to get to Lott and knock him down for a sack.
The completion short of the first down, but Keyshawn Singleton will take it up to about the 27-yard line. Mark, let's check in with the Warrior. That's Donnie Tillman.
Hey guys, I don't know if you've noticed on the Joliet Catholic sideline, but they have a loaf of bread that they have sitting around, and when someone scores a touchdown, they get the loaf of bread. It's their touchdown belt, so to speak, where you've seen other teams do that. But yes, a loaf of bread is what they get. It's, I guess, the term "get that bread," so to speak. I don't know, the kids like that. But anywho, they don't eat the bread. The bread stays in the package, but whoever scores a touchdown gets to carry the loaf of bread. I'll send it back to you.
Very good, Donnie. I have not heard that one before. That completion, by the way, goes to Javion Bardwell.
So Lott now having a little bit of success. He's throwing 2 routes underneath coverage. That time he gets the ball 18 yards over the linebacker in front of the twin safety defense right now that Joliet Catholic's employing. Actually, Joliet Catholic's moving 1 safety back and 4 across zone in front of that.
Lott gets rid of it in a hurry, and Jake Hamilton unable to handle it. We haven't heard much from Hamilton tonight. He had 1 reception earlier. Came in the second leading receiver in terms of catches with 46. Leading receiver in yardage coming in at 809.
Yeah, he's got speed to burn. They just not have been able to get him the ball in space at all yet tonight to use that speed. Just 1 catch on the evening. Hamilton's mom, Sandy, actually played volleyball at Illinois and coached at SHG.
Over the middle, that's been effective to Maddox Morris. Morris, good speed to the outside. Looking to get a block, he does. Morris will get the ball inside the 25-yard line. 31 yards on this pitch, catch, and run. Morris has a touchdown tonight.
And Morris had a couple touchdowns last week in the semis, and I tell you what, his yards after the catch, he can really make plays out in space. You get him the ball, they really like him on crossing patterns.
First down from inside the 25-yard line.
Look at that bunch at the top of your screen. 4 wide in a bunch.
Lott, plenty of time now. He'll take it and go. Lott will get to about the 17. Now remember, this is a Sacred Heart-Griffin team. Folks didn't know what to make of them because in the spring, Cyclones were loaded. Ken Leonard thought it might have been one of his best teams ever. So these juniors did not get a lot of time, and now 15 in the starting lineup. You know what's coming back next year, folks.
Yeah, they thought it might be a year away. I mean, the football experts, not at all. They got too many weapons.
Lott goes down. He thought he had some room. But at the bottom of that pile, Hunter Powell gets the sack on the ankle tackle of Ty Lott.
Third sack for JCA, and once again, they're only rushing 4, but able to make some pressure into the offensive backfield, put Lott under duress. Loss of 5 there with that third sack of the evening.
All ready to go after him again. Under pressure, dumps it off. Completion will go to the receiver who started the scoring tonight. That is DeAndre Stewart, right at the top of this game. It was Stewart who returned the opening kickoff 99 yards for the touchdown.
Lined up into the slot, just a little skinny post. Again, JCA after that 12-yard gimme pickup is kind of giving short yardage opportunities right now, keeping the big play for naught for SHG.
First down and goal. Over the middle to the end zone and in. Maddox Morris, his second touchdown reception of the night.
Well, he got man-to-man coverage right there, took advantage of it. Won that break to the end zone. Lott found him on that post again, and he wins that battle one-on-one. A little bit late coverage right there for JCA to Danny O'Brien.
Grove, dead center. And SHG keeps battling. Lott looks, finds Morris. The Cyclones make it a 49-27 game.
At Illinois State University, our legacy is one of preparing students to create, to explore, to lead, to make an impact. Our students graduate on time, find success in their field, and make a difference in the world. That's our legacy. What will yours be? Create your legacy at Illinois State University.
It's here, the Menards Black Friday sale. Hurry in for best selection. Prices good through December 5th. Power all of your devices with this 30-pack of double or AAA batteries. They're just $3.98 after rebate. A bath set is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. These Dove men's and Axe bath sets are just $7.97 each. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
To celebrate the 50th anniversary of Title IX, the IHSA is sponsoring a 50 for 50 matching gift initiative on Giving Tuesday. All proceeds from the drive will be pledged to the IHSA Foundation, which annually provides scholarships to Illinois high school students selected to be a part of the All-State Academic Team. Visit IHSA.org on November 30th for more information. The athletic facilities here at Northern Illinois University, the host, and there's the bread. What? They don't open it, though. Donnie told us they don't open this.
Wait, what'd you do? You bring some peanut butter jelly? You having that dinner tonight? Is that why you
That's got to be the other one. That's got to. There's somebody's got to have that as part of their, motivation. Looking for another onside kick here, and here it comes. And it's Jordan Anderson right on top of that one. Didn't take that extra little hop.
Okay, so he runs for touchdowns. He catches touchdowns. He receives onside kicks. What else is left? I think he's thrown a pass this year. You can look it up, huh?
Yeah, I can find it. I'm sure it's in the playbook.
I think right now, Aiden Voss is going to manage this play clock each and every time it snaps on a live possession. Excellent baseball player. Jared Voss, JCA baseball coach's uncle, right?
Yes.
All in the family.
Aiden, a middle infielder. His dad, Jonathan, played baseball at Missouri and at Lewis. Anderson continues to shake a couple of tacklers and push forward. That's the 27th carry for Jordan Anderson. Hilltoppers have run a lot of plays tonight. That last drive, Ty Lott, 5 of 6 in the air, by far his most effective in terms of percentage drive of the night. Hilltoppers will take a timeout as helping a player off the field here. That's not a good look.
Still can't pick up to somebody who that was. Next snap should come at about, what, the 4:35 mark, something like that?
Now they'll wind the clock. Hayden Voss just stares down that play clock. You're looking at it right there as we get up to about the 10-second mark.
And there's that 4:35 mark we talked about. Great clock management.
Nice cutback from Iannatone. Takes 3 men to bring him down. 100-plus yard rushing effort for Iannatone tonight, and a couple of touchdowns.
Great lead block. Offensive tackle gets out in front of him. Big number 64 puts a good hit on the defensive end. Anthony Burson makes that block, and Iannatone follows down.
Iannatone helped to his feet. We'll take a break. 4:27 to play in your 4A championship. 49-27 Hilltoppers.
Well, it's what you want it to be. I mean, if you come in with the right attitude, you can make it a career.
Well, first of all the benefits. The pay, of course.
I can't be put. You know, I like working. I like being outdoors and working, so I think that's a big plus for me.
The money I make, I've been able to go on vacations when I want to and buy a new car and...
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
All right, this was not in the forecast. Snow in DeKalb here on a Friday night. Cold, yes. A little bit of wind, yes. Snow, no thank you.
No thank you whatsoever.
This is football on Thanksgiving weekend in Illinois.
Gotta love it. We can have a 60-degree day or we can have 0 and snowfall.
Anderson gets a block to the outside, and that left foot steps out of bounds. Well, I guess it didn't. He takes it all the way down inside the 10. Thought that left foot picked up a little bit of the weight.
Boy, how can he run downhill with that kind of balance? Watch him tiptoe, and he might have stepped on the sideline, no call. But his balance is just impeccable.
That's a 230.
Yeah, he gets 29, and to keep that kind of balance with a 230-pound bulldozer of a body is just incredible.
28 carries, 300 yards rushing for Anderson. He'll be a lead block on this one. All right, check that. He gets the handoff. I thought they'd give him a break. He goes over the 300-yard mark.
And you see how slow he is on this carry. Watch. Slow. He just waits. He just waits. He just waits and lets the play develop. That's a sign of a great back.
He was following number 64, Anthony Birsa, just waiting for Birsa to make contact on his block.
Biersa plays basketball as well. Could be a Division I football player next year.
Biersa, what a great athlete. He can windmill dunk. That's an offensive lineman who can windmill dunk at 6'5", 265.
His dad played football as well. Catholic High.
Up the middle, head down, driving forward. Touchdown. Anderson the scored. Jordan Anderson, his 5th rushing touchdown, 4th rushing touchdown. He has 1 other touchdown, 5 touchdowns tonight. This one from 6 yards out.
Man, just crazy runner he is. But what a great block by Hunter Powell, number 17. I mean, kudos to that young man. Just put a pancake on the linebacker. And that's how you get 5 touchdowns. You're not only a good athlete, you're a great one, but you have a great O-line in front of you as well.
$56 points on the board for Joliet Catholic Academy. Your Lyuna player of the game is right there in the middle of your screen. Number 23, Jordan Anderson. You close out your high school career this way, it can't get any better.
Little inside handoff, bulldoze into the end zone. That's one way to score. Bump one to the outside and outrace people. That's 2 ways to score. A cutback run. That's the hat trick. I'm going to run out of numbers here pretty soon. That's 3 ways to score. And we didn't get to see his grand slam, but we do see his loaf of bread. Do you know how many carbs that guy must have? All the superlatives he has.
What a night for Anderson. That's the night that Jordan Anderson's had here in your 4A championship game.
5 touchdowns, 310 yards rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
380 yards of total offense for Anderson.
Suffice it to say, he's probably done for the evening, so he can't have any better stats.
56-27. 83 points scored tonight. Full speed ahead. And an excellent tackle on the return. Danny O'Brien with that tackle. Now Sacred Heart-Griffin will take the field. 3:19 to play. Jack Western has come in to play quarterback now for the Cyclones.
Yeah, well, let's see if they let him throw the football around. That is the way they play. They 4 wide on this one with 1 back.
Western, along with Lott, a junior, and he will throw.
A little bit of a sprint out. They tried to set up a split end screen. They had a bunch set trips to the left. Let him throw on the run.
Centennial receiver right there, number 17, is Jack Ramage. He's a senior, getting some time here. One of only 15 seniors on this team, on the entire roster. 15 seniors.
You see both teams getting into a little bit of their substitution pattern.
We're going to reset the game clock to 3:11. Took a little bit of time off on that incomplete pass. So Western running the show. And he will keep it. It's about 5 yards on that second down pickup.
SHG really not in a hurry-up mode with this game. Final outcome not in doubt at this point. Just working on their schemes and working on an opportunity for other people to get some playing time into their depth chart.
Huckle will get the carry. First carry of the night, and up and over he goes. A little bit short of the first down. Brett Huckle, 5'10" senior, so getting the seniors the touches here in this one late.
inside handoff. Try to get that ball to the edge. Good tackle in space. And SHG on 4th down trying to maintain ball control, or JCA will get it back and run it out. One of those two things we'll know after this play.
Western, down he goes. Penetration. Number 33 is Billy Burke. And Joliet Catholic Academy, 153 away from claiming its 15th state championship.
Billy Burke comes from the edge of the defensive end position and just stays with the play a little bit too long to develop for SHG. And another TFL, tackle for loss, for the Hilltoppers of JCA. $1:53 to play in this one, and the Hilltoppers will have to make some more room in the trophy case.
That's what it looks like tomorrow. We're going to get it right at you. It's 10 o'clock. Kankakee and Fenwick, couple of first-timers in the state title game. Then East St. Louis and Cary Grove. Don't miss that one. And now they will take some players out one by one. The Hilltopper fans on the near side come to their feet. Brett Mao checks out of the game. And one by one, they take it. The play clock has not yet started to run. Here it goes. Time to take some knees. Hayden Voss still directing traffic in the final 2 minutes in a 56-27 game. St. Rita Wheaton North. Mark and I will be back that one at 4 o'clock for your 7A title ball game, and then very interesting 8A game. Maine South and Lockport. Those two teams, 8 state championships between them.
That will be a physical affair in that 8A title game. There'll be some hitting taking place on what will be a cold night. Hey, did it stop snowing? We don't have any. No accumulation here at Brigham Field.
Watching the play clock go down. You see Ryan Louthan there. He came off the field injured the last possession that Joliet Catholic Academy had. They ran him out there in this possession just so he could be taken out of the game and recognized by his fans.
Yeah, basically limped off the field, but the recognition, well-deserved. Just an incredible job he does blocking. JCA, the celebration, 42 ticks away.
.574 yards of offense for Joliet Catholic Academy in the 4A state championship ball game, and that will be the last snap of this game. The record continues to grow for JCA, the 15th state championship in football in school history. They come to DeKalb tonight and dominate Sacred Heart Griffin. Your final score, 56-27. Your Class 4A state champs, the Hilltoppers from Joliet Catholic Academy. Expectations were high coming into this season. Every single game, the Hilltoppers are expected to win and win big. They get to the title game and they won and won big.
Well, they made a statement here tonight, which they've done each and every time they've taken the field this year. And that's showing the kind of championship team they have, the kind of championship program they have. And this program has perpetuated itself, and the culmination of the expectations meeting the opportunity is a championship that they will enjoy here in DeKalb.
Becoming at the start of the playoffs, the question was Joliet Catholic Academy playing in 4A. They were heavy favorites coming in, but the question was, will they become, or will they be determined to be, the best team in any class? Well, the other set of folks that may be in the southern part of the state saying, wait a minute, East St. Louis has a possible claim to that, and we'll see them tomorrow afternoon.
Aiden Voss did a great job taking care of his team tonight. His decision-making is impeccable. His leadership skills are obvious. He knows when to get the ball to people at the right time. He knows how to manage a game. He knows how to manage the clock. His leadership skills shone bright here tonight.
How about Aiden Voss? You mentioned earlier his dad was the quarterback of the 1987 state championship game at Joliet Catholic. Father-son state football titles. That is really something.
I wonder if the championship ring will fit on each other's finger. Dad might be a little bit out of playing shape. I don't know.
You look at the Hilltoppers on the other side, cluster around the center of the field. The Sacred Heart-Griffin Cyclones finished their season at 12-2, but for JCA, 14-0 and a 15th state championship. Jordan Anderson leading the way over 300 yards rushing. Anderson with 5 touchdowns tonight for the state champion Hilltoppers.
It's here, the Menards Black Friday sale. Hurry in for best selection. Prices good through December 5th. These Mucklucks ladies' boots are warm and comfortable and come in a variety of styles. They're only $19.99 each. Stock up on toys for the little ones. Assorted Barbie dolls are just $2.99 each. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in-store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
At Illinois State University, our legacy is one of preparing students to create, to explore, to lead, to make an impact. Our students graduate on time, find success in their field, and make a difference in the world. That's our legacy. What will yours be? Create your legacy at Illinois State University.
There's more here than meets the eye. Corn is in the food that nourishes us. It's in the medicine and vitamins and other products that sustain us. It's in the daily essentials that help us navigate and create in the world. It's renewable and sustainable, better for our world and our future. Corn is all this and more. And the best part? It's homegrown by local farm families, right here in Illinois.
We know it's difficult to decide where to invest first each year, but your farm and family depend on it. We want you to have your most successful season yet, and that's why we've cataloged over 12 million corn plants and 20,000 germinating seeds. Whether you're just beginning to monitor equipment performance or fine-tuning your equipment, our dealers are here to help. This is your year to know that you're doing the best you possibly can for your farm and your family.
Ken Leonard addressing his crew on the other side. Donnie Tillman is standing there with our player of the game, Jordan Anderson.
All right, I'm here with the player of the game, Jordan. What a way to go out with a state championship, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a whole team effort. I mean, all of us came into, last spring, we grinded it out, and we thought we needed a state championship last year, and we did it for the state, for everybody. We came out here, we did what we did, and then we just won. We executed.
Talk about your performance tonight. It seems like you ran with plenty of aggression out there, and you guys were having fun once you started putting points on the scoreboard.
I just gave it everything I got. I mean, last game, I got to thank it to the Hogs up in front. I mean, running backs, Vinny, Ryan, all of them. I mean, I couldn't do it without them, so honor them.
What's it mean to let everyone know that this program is back on top again?
I mean, it was down a few 5-6 years ago. I mean, we always had faith, going to win a state championship. And I just hope that everything plans out, in the next few years when everyone leaves. So, I mean, it's going to be a great Joliet, season next year. So,
unofficially, 300, at least plus 300 yards on the night. That's got to be pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's good, but, I mean, again, it's a whole team effort. I like to give it up to my Hogs up in front, so all up to them. Thank you to them. So,
all right, we'll celebrate that championship. Congratulations. All right, that is the player of the game, who's also a state champ.
Indeed, Donnie, thank you very much. 30 carries, 310 yards, 4 touchdowns on the ground, 1 in the air. You saw his total offensive numbers there a moment ago, 380 yards. Vinny Iannatone, he kind of gets lost in the shuffle, right? The other running back, 129 yards and 2 scores. And the second place trophy, the runner-up finish to Sacred Heart-Griffin. It becomes yet another trophy in the Cyclones trophy case. That will become the 11th state trophy. 5 of them are state titles. This will become the 6th runner-up. The last time they were here in 2016, they finished 2nd as well. Joliet Catholic in a moment going to pick up their 15th state football championship trophy.
Well, what a prolific offense they have. And you know what? There's a whole bunch of them, like 15 back next year. So they'll take a couple days off and get ready to try to get back to next year's state finals.
A couple other numbers. JCA, 30 first downs to just 9 for Sacred Heart-Griffin. Total yardage, 574 to 197.
Just an omnipotent offense all night long. Nice balance between a powerful running game and just enough passing to keep a defense honest.
You see all the Hilltoppers clustered about their fans near the railings, standing. Jake Jaworski picks up his 2nd state championship as a head coach, and he is just in his 5th season. It's Ryan Louthan, happy guy. Got banged up in the end, but he's happy now.
Yeah, he laid some blocks tonight, didn't he, Louthan?
There it is. High expectations realized. Joliet Catholic Academy, the Hilltoppers, the Class 4A state champs, and they did it in convincing, if not dominating, fashion.
Every facet of the game, except for the opening kickoff coverage, was dominant. And that's why they're holding that big piece of hardware right there.
I mentioned Jake Jaworski. He's right alongside Donnie Tillman.
All right, I'm here with the state champion head coach of Joliet Catholic. Coach, you really didn't change too much in the second half. You kept putting points on the board, and these guys continue to have fun on their way to a state championship.
Just incredibly proud of this group, this senior class, man. They're special. I know that's cliche, but these guys are awesome. You can see the emotions on their faces. They've been working so hard for this for 4 years, and, you know, to come through. You know, this year we had a target on our back for most of the year, and these guys just work day in, day out, and I couldn't be happier, couldn't be more proud for these guys.
Talk about the determination to let everybody know that Joliet Catholic's back as far as winning championships.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. You know, it's not easy. You know, that's one thing people don't understand. It's I've been around here for a while as a player, as a coach. It's not easy, and you know, it's just a lot of credit to our players, to our coaches, our school community. You know, just really proud of those guys.
Up and down the sideline, the community, I mean, they really wanted this bad, huh?
Yeah, we got a pretty strong community with football, and, you know, anytime you get down here, you don't take this stuff for granted. So, you know, just really proud of our guys.
From Romeoville Spartan, congratulations to JCA and celebrate that state championship tonight.
I'd just like to give a quick shout out to my wife, Carrie, and my 3 out of 4 that are home that couldn't make it tonight, and can't wait to celebrate when I get home. Love you, babe.
Hey, congratulations, Coach. Go enjoy it with your team. Thank you so much. That is the head coach of your 4A state champion, Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers.
Well, thank you very much, Donnie and Mark. I have a feeling that Jake Jaworski's family is going to be pretty happy with what they saw here tonight.
Well, I know they're part of this whole championship from home, and kudos to Coach Jaworski for his leadership of this team. He's a proven winner, 2 championships in 5 years. Can't get any better than that. A JCA alum who, in front of his team, is a leader of men.
And that wraps up our first day of action here at Husky Stadium. That's how things got started earlier on. Lena Winslow captures yet another state title, a 38-25 win over Carrollton. Wilmington picks up title number 2, taking care of Nashville by a 24-7 margin. Byron, after 2 consecutive second-place finishes, they win it all in 3A with a 35-7 win over Tolono Unity. And the ball game you just saw, 56-27, the final JCA 15th state title, this time over Sacred Heart-Griffin. Well, if I said we're halfway done, that means we have another half to go, and it begins at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Undefeated K's from Kankakee to take on Fenwick in your 5A game. East St. Louis, you won't want to miss the Flyers take on Cary Grove, and that will come your way about 1 o'clock. Mark and I will be back for the 7A championship game. That's when St. Rita will take on Wheaton North, and we will close out the 2021 high school football season with your 8A championship game, Maine South taking on Lockport. Full day of football here. We're only halfway done. Trophies were raised today. More to be given out tomorrow. Make sure you join us beginning at 10 o'clock. Same place. We'll be here at Northern Illinois University in Husky Stadium. So long, everybody.
Thanks for watching the 2021 IHSA State Football Championships. This has been an IHSA Championship Television Network production.
Great careers begin with Nika and the IBEW.
Earn as you learn and learn from the best. The electrical trades offer a great future.
Nika and the IBEW's 23,000 square foot training facility gives you real-world practical experience.
You are working and taking classes. It's the best of both worlds.
My education is being paid for, and I'll have zero college debt.
Healthcare, a great pension. You really can't do better than working in the electrical trades. Your future starts here. Nika and IBEW Local 34.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I